And I talk about us, the so-called Negro Latino Native Americans.
But yeah,
which
said, if you can keep everybody in the frame,
called
well,
Sodom and Egypt. And it's not talking about physical dead body lying around the basically Americans. It's talking about us being the
you know how to do the lights? You know, just to make the...
I don't know how to do the lights, but I know how to hold it.
We wasn't call ourselves Hebrew Israelite prior to 1970.
Then my baby dropped.
We call ourselves Negro, Black, African American, Mexican, I'm a Latino, I'm a Hispanic. No, you're actually Hebrew Israelite. So-called Negro, Latino, Native American, y'all all are descended of the 12 tribe of Israel. All right, right? Which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also why they call spiritually Sodom and Egypt? Because it's a place of bondage, right? And I have all people oppressed. That's why I tell you the scripture that the Northern Kingdom was oppressed together here in this land. That prophecy has been fulfilled for the Northern Kingdom and the Southern Kingdom to be what? Oppressed together here in America. Because before that, they wasn't oppressed together, right?
Bro, we ain't been oppressed together for thousands of fucking years.
Egypt, think about it.
Yeah, yeah. That's a minute, right?
Yeah,
we ain't been reunited in a minute.
Yeah. Because you think about it, in the past, it was all the Northern Kingdoms you taken out.
Before the vision of Daniel.
Yep. The Northern Kingdom was always getting kicked out of the land. The Southern Kingdom always been there, but then 170 AD hit, and they put an end to the Jewish state by the Romans. Then we got, you know, but then at that time we still wasn't united. It was until now by like basically like you could say like the 1900s, really. The North Kingdom. Well, no, actually the slave trade. Yeah. Because you had Dan, Reuben, Histroy here in America, so they had to wait for us to come over here. By the way, the slave trade for us to be oppressed together. Why did we get that oppressed together?
Oh yeah. It says this is Zechariah 11:11. It says. Zechariah 11:14, it says, then I cut my other slave, even bands, that I make great brotherhood between Judah and Israel. During the time of Jeroboam, Jeroboam.
That was the first split. You know, right after King David, he had those two wicked sons that split the kingdom in half. And then the Northern Kingdom started getting taken out the land.
Hey, check it out too. I was thinking about this the other day because I was thinking about the splitting of the kingdoms, and the kingdom split under Yahushua. When he was King Solomon, it broke up, but the kingdoms is being brought back.
King David,
through Yahushua.
Yeah, King David was the one that brought you know what I mean? King David was the one that brought the kingdom back together.
Yeah.
Remember we read the history where it was
look at that through Peter. Yeah, look at that.
It was basically the what was it? I forgot how it was played, but basically they ended up taking both kingdoms. Yeah. But he didn't do that one time though.
Yeah. He took Israel and Judah, bro.
Yeah.
David. But that's trippy when Solomon came and split, and we ain't been reunited until Solomon's reincarnation brought us back. Which is the Lord Yahushua. That's fucking dope.
Hey, that's why Yahushua said them of the other fold I have. John 10.
So he knew he had a bit down and put us to work over there.
Hey, bro, it's funny that it's John 10 and 10. The 10 tribes.
Damn.
This is Jeremiah 50 and 33. Thus says Jehovah Bashim Shai of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together. And the children of Israel talk about what? The Northern Kingdom, so-called so-called Latino, Native Americans, right? And all that took them captives, held them fast, they refused. Who took them captives? Esau, the so-called white man. This damn red man. Right? Because, Esau that took the captives, basically, mainly, in America first, right? By the conquistador taking up the island in South America and Mexico with those so-called white people that came from Spain. They conquer you Latinos. That's why you're able to speak Spanish now. That's why in Genesis, real quick, in Genesis 28 and 49, 48, somewhere around there, a language that you shall not know.
Yeah.
That's why we're speaking English now and Spanish now, because damn Edomite conquer us.
French.
Yeah, by different speaking Edomite.
Yeah.
Spanish speaking Edomite, Portuguese speaking Edomite.
Yep.
Which is all a part of the beast, right?
Yep. It all go back to the beast.
Yep.
Yeah.
28?
Yeah.
Beast, man.
Deuteronomy
Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy 28.
One real quick thing before this brother gets the scripture. It's like if you look at this image here, it was the Latinos that went into slavery first during the 1400 or 1492 when the Spaniards came, or Salaki, the 1500s, right? You had Spain come down here. Now the thing about when the Spaniards came down here, they found a lot of the 10 tribes, and just there was a recent discovery, or at least a publishing, but in Puerto Rico, they came out with about 800 archaeological rocks that have Paleo Hebrew on it and stuff that prove that these Puerto Ricans were the tribe of Ephraim, right? But when you get into the story of these rocks, they were passed down lineage through Taino Indians, right? Which go back to Arawak, right? And they said that these rocks originally belonged to the Hebreo, which ultimately is a broken form of saying Hebrew.
Right.
So you see, the truth is coming out now, man. So it's a fact that Latinos, along with the Negroes and the Indians, are the children of Israel. Got it?
That's fine. That's
Deuteronomy 28, 49, and 50, it says, the Lord Yahweh shall bring a nation against thee from far.
That's Esau, right? Because meanwhile, the Latino and Native American over here in America, they came from afar. Spain is hella far. Get the map real quick.
When you look into the history, when you look at Columbus in his writings, he talks about how he actually he received some help finding the new land. When he was coming over here, he said that when he was on the deck along with his co-captain, or I don't know what they call him, but they had seen these lights in the far distance going up and down, zooming in and out fast, right? And he said he kept following the light. Now they attributed it to something called St. Elmo's fire, but that wasn't St. Elmo's fire. St. Elmo's fire is when static builds up on the sticks that stick out of the sailing ship, right? This ultimately was one of the chariots that was leading Columbus to the new land. Because why? Because it was time to bring the judgment on the northern tribes who were over here sacrificing each other, worshiping these demons, and going completely off, right? So.
Hold on, let me grab a quick precept to what this brother said. 2nd Ezra 13, when it says when that brother should begin to come. 13 and about like 42, 43, maybe 44. Not the whole thing, but when that brother maybe the very last one. Right here. Start at 45 real quick.
This is 2nd Ezra 13 and 45. It says, for through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half.
Talking about the Northern Kingdom, the time it took to get from the Middle East over there to the Americas. Go ahead.
And the same region is called Asareth.
Akar Ratazah, which means another land. Right. Azareth is a compound word meaning another land. Two Hebrew words together, Akar Ratazah. Go ahead.
It says, then dwell they there until the latter time, and now when they shall begin to come.
That's the part I want right there. It says, then they're going to dwell there until the latter time. The Northern Kingdom It's going to be here until the latter time, until days begin to come. Who is the day? That's talking about the southern kingdom. So like the brother said, dealing with Columbus, he got to the point where he got discouraged about his journey. You know, his man was cussing him out. This man finna throw his ass over the damn, over the ship. Thinking that he was selling them to their death. But then Satan when fire came, and the Most High continued to guide them because of the southern kingdom had to come over there. You know?
Yep, because Christopher Columbus knew that he wasn't going to India. Because around that time period, it wasn't called India. It was called Hindustan. They changed the name to India. See? So that's all Esau trying to change up history and stuff and lie, saying that he was trying to go to India and now he called them Indian here. No, that was all fabricated.
Hey, and he had the scriptures too.
Yeah,
like in that.
It showed in the movie 1942.
That's there
and
you
they
go.
went to the pocketbook and like, look, these are this tribe and went to this land over here. To the Americans. That was it on that, right? Yeah. Now go back to Deuteronomy 28:49.
Okay, it says Deuteronomy 28:49. The Lord Yahweh shall bring a nation against thee from afar, from the end of the earth.
See, so from afar. Jake's all over here. South America, you got all over Canada, Alaska, so they're all up in here. And so Esau came from afar. See how far Spain is from over here? They had to travel all the way from Spain to Portugal to get to over here to the Americas. Go ahead.
It says, as swift as the eagle flieth.
As swift as the eagle flieth. Go ahead.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
At the time, these southern kingdoms, like Aztecs, Incas, Arabs, and Taínos, y'all wasn't speaking Spanish or Portugal. Y'all speaking broken form of Hebrew.
Sorry.
Y'all didn't understand what the Edomite came over here speaking Spanish. Right? And that was probably being fulfilled right there in Deuteronomy 38:49 because of the curses that fell on us were not following the law, statute, commandments. Go ahead.
It says, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
And also go for the southern kingdom, right? Speaking French and English. You got Haitian speaking French. Go ahead.
A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
And that's all been known both to the Latino, Native American, and Negro. The North Kingdom and the Southern Kingdom, they're all killed. Old, young, and old, and everything in between. They didn't pity how the Taino Arabs getting pregnant women getting their thumb cut open, right? See how sharp their sword was? They couldn't let go of their sword for hours. So they didn't have no pity on the old or young. They were just killing, being a damn devil.
Right.
Go ahead.
It says, and he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land until thou be destroyed.
And that's all the resources being taken. Why is Puerto Rico called Puerto Rico? Because of the rich port, right? All the riches, the resource that Puerto Rico has. Why do you think Argentina is called Argentina? Because you go back to the word silver. Because in South America, it's known for its silver in Argentina.
Yeah, Esau.
Iron or something?
Yep.
Silver's iron.
Yep. So Esau has been, not only did he kill us and destroy us and oppress us, but he also took our resources.
Yep.
Go ahead.
It says, which also shall not leave thee either corn, wine, or oil, or the increase of thy kind.
He didn't leave nothing, man. I always been this movie up on Netflix. He had this cartoon movie called Pocket Mama, or Pocket Mama. Basically, it's down in South America, I believe in what is that? Peru. Before the conquistador came, and showed that the other nations, or the other when the conquistador came, when Esau came over, he took everything. He took even it showed in the cartoon movie. He took everything, even like the smallest grain of corn in here, he took everything and left with nothing. Go ahead.
He says, or the increase of thy kind, or flocks of thy sheep, until he have destroyed thee.
And that's what happened, man. And look where we're at now. Now we have to go through our the same chapter. We have to go to this one all things.
I'm not down with that.
This real quick scripture real quick.
Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 17:4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever. So you see, so all this stuff where the Lord prophesied that he would bring a nation that was a fierce continent against us. Why did he ultimately have to do that too? Because he had to ultimately remove our heritage from us, right? And this wasn't going to be done by some other country coming, giving us new registration cards, giving us, no, he had to put us to death, and he had to put us into bad bondage where they removed our heritage. They gave us false religion. When you look into the Aztecs, they destroyed all the religious codices which recorded our histories. They only left like 24 codices that you could see now, and they took the rest back to the Vatican. Right? So that's why we don't know who we were, but that's why you're seeing all these things coming out from the ancient songs that the southern tribes used to sing. Swing slow, sweet chariot. You're seeing the Hebrew writings on the pews of the first slave church. So you're finding these Padre or Father Noes rocks in Puerto Rico that I just talked about, man. All these truths are coming out, and Esau can't hide from them, man. He can't cover these things up quick enough. Do this and then deal with the wars and all these other things that are happening.
Right.
So,
Deuteronomy 28:48. It says, therefore, thou shalt serve thine enemies, which the Lord Yahweh.
And this happened after they took everything from us, oppressed the hell out of us. Now we got to serve our captivity underneath this damn devil.
So
Which
all the prophecies are culminating on us curses, being sold into slavery, scattered among these nations. That all leads up to the beast, being oppressed by the grand dragon. And all these prophecies are linked together. Some ways, shape, form, and fashion. Because all leading up to the end. Jacob is the beginning, Esau is the end. So all these prophecies link up to the time that's how we know we're the Israelites. You know what I'm saying? By reading Deuteronomy 28, that's how you have to narrow down. Okay, so-called Negroes like this is how you able to know the scriptures. Right? Who the scriptures are referring to. You know?
It says, which the Lord Yahweh shall send against thee in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
So we gotta go through this damn devil for everything. That goes for all of us, man, all the tribes. Man, we're under this curse, man.
Right.
We can't do nothing and get nothing without this damn devil.
Right. And then speak about them nourishing us.
Yep.
The nourishing. That's going to the enemies for one of all things. You gotta go to the finish man, get a job, some kind of income. That's what our people do. That's what Jacob do. They rely on the government assistance. You know, so they trusted in the beast. You know, they trusted in the system. So that's. Oh no, finish your point, bro. No,
Trusting in the shadow of Egypt. You know, the same way that they wanted to go back to Egypt to get all the goodies that they was having up in Egypt, you know, under the Pharaoh, you know, having somewhere to sleep, you know, that nice, comfortable place, you know, even though they're in captivity. That's the same way our people are right now.
Yep. You got this right here, right? So Revelation 6:5, it says, and when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, come and see. And behold, and lo, a black horse. And he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand. And when the balances is talking about slavery. Yep. And then it says, which is represent the slavery that we was going to deal with concerning the northern kingdom coming over here, getting the land took, and the southern kingdom getting took from the west coast of Africa.
That's that balance.
Yeah, and that's the balances in the head. When you look up balances, it should say yoke right there. It should say, as a matter of fact, somebody look up balances right there. In that blue letter, it's Revelation 6 and 5. I'm gonna read it again. It says, and when he had opened the third seal, because check it out, Revelation is the 6th chapter, verse 1 through 2. It's speaking on Yahweh Shai when he will come, he gonna come on that white horse and he gonna conquer the earth. Yep. But then when you jump to 3 to 4, it's speaking about when Esau's rulership. So it's kind of jumping around here. Woo! Esau's rulership is 3 and 4, the red horse that came and took peace from the earth. But then when you go to 5 and 6, it speaks about the slavery, which is the black horse. All right, you got it?
Yeah, the Greek word is zugos.
The Greek word is zugos?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's a yoke, a metaphor used of any burden or bondage as that of slavery.
See that right there, a yoke. So the balances in his hand was a yoke. You're right in Deuteronomy 28 and
You still got that, right?
28 and
iron around that neck.
yeah, yoke of iron.
Around that neck, I was
Right. 28 and
The brother's already in it right now.
Here it is.
Yeah,
right?
you got it.
48. It says, therefore,
we were just reading.
it says, therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord Yahweh shall send against thee in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
So the same prophecy was fulfilled, or the same prophecy is spoke about in Revelations 6 and 5, where it says that black horse sat on him. He that sat on the black horse had a pair of balances in his hand, which was that yoke of iron that was going to be slapped on all of us, man. Yep. Not just the southern kingdom, but the Latino tribes as well. Yep. You had a yoke of iron too, and the yoke of iron was put on you. A lot of them was put on you so you wouldn't escape. Yep. Get that one where if they run, he get caught to the trees.
Yep.
It's on, I think it's on that sign, is that or not? Yep. All right. Yep, right here. That yoke right there, you run, you trying to bend the corner, that hook catch that tree, oh, you get
done.
slain.
Yep.
They showed that on that movie Django, man.
Yeah.
They did their research. They showed that on Django and that movie Uncle Tom Cabin.
Goodbye, Uncle Tom.
Goodbye, Uncle Tom. There you go.
Yep, it says, verse 6 say, and I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see that thou hurt not the oil and the wine. You know, so because it's gonna come to the point where the truth is gonna be made rarely available.
Yeah.
Right.
You know? It's gonna be made rarely available. You can go to 99 cent store and get it.
Yeah.
You know, and also that we was gonna be nourished. They was going to have to nourish us. They was going to have to nourish us until that time.
Yeah.
You know?
That place where the Most High have prepared for us.
Right.
Yeah.
Esau didn't have us in slavery, then we got done building America, then he just exterminated us or put us, you know, or just left us. Nah, man. Most High had his ass make it to where now we gotta get a job and this shit. We gotta go to him for the one of all things.
Yep. And that's all them back from America still being in scripture. Right?
This is Revelation 13 and 4. And they worshiped the dragon, which gave power to the beast, and they worshiped the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast, who is able to make war with him? And there was given unto him a great mouth, speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the time period that he been ruling.
Yep.
Right?
And he opened his mouth in blasphemies against the Most High, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle.
Yep. Revelation 11, please.
Like I said, who could make war with the beast?
Right.
Man, if there was a motherfucker walking by right now, I'll ask him, who is the United States #1? They'll tell you, hell yeah. You know? Hey, could anybody defeat the United States?
We will ourselves. Well, other countries are now recognizing that America.
Now they
I
are.
did a video this morning that President Macron of France basically saying that America is not the
Hegemony.
hegemon anymore. They're not the main dominant leadership player in the Western no more. Basically, they're not following no more, right?
Right. It's funny too, because that was spiritual, such as devil's mask.
right here. He would have been good to act.
You know, so one thing that was spiritual that guy said, the guy was an Edomite, he said that they're gonna defeat America, right? What did the Messiah say? That even the house of Satan can't stand if they're divided. Right?
That's
right,
right. Name two.
That's right.
My replacement with iron. Give Revelation 11. Got it. 11.
There's Revelations.
That's how we know it was played.
Yep. Revelations 11:11. And after 3 days and a half,
It was 350 years. You know, by the time we were in slavery, we were just covered. And then in 1969, 1970, well, our Bibbin woke up,
Barely breathed though.
right, by the Spirit and started prophesying. You know, started proclaiming that we Hebrew Israelites. Go ahead.
the spirit of life of God entered into them,
And that's the truth. That's having the breath, having the Holy Spirit. Go ahead.
and they stood upon their feet in great fear.
And I'm talking about Ezekiel 37. Yeah, you know that, right? Yep. The valley of dry bones, right? And now in 1970, the what? The skin, the sinew, the breath started coming back on the dry bones. It was the Israelite that didn't know who we were, their dead body. Only a remnant of that dry body would be. What
you guys doing here? What are you doing?
Go ahead.
And they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them.
Yep, and I'm talking about Esau and other nations.
Yeah.
And I'll get that real quick.
This is Ezekiel 37:1. The hand of Yahweh Shai was upon me and cried me out in the spirit of Yahweh Shai and set me down in the midst of the valley which was full of bones.
And I'm talking about here in America. Yep, valley full of dry bones.
When it's bones is turned into dead. Like bury the body in the grave. That's what bones. So that's why I said the dead body.
Right. And the bone, because the bone was still here.
Yeah.
So we were still here. It's just that we didn't have to skin the sinew. It's actually identifying the bone. Right? Because you have the bone, you can't identify the person. Right? Unless you do a DNA sample. But you still have the body there, like, okay, this is something stuff. You know? So now that we were in our dead body with the skeleton, they're here, but they don't know who they are.
Right.
It's like a John Doe.
Right.
It's not identifiable.
Right.
And now you got the skin, the sinew, the vessel, the blood,
Right.
the breath coming back in. Now we're like, okay, these dry bones are Israelites.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Verse 2. And caused me to pass by them round about, and behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry.
That's we ain't gonna go all the way through it. You know, that's the point. You want to read on your own, going to 37.
Even Google YouTube the videos on it.
Yeah, there's a whole breakdown on that, man.
There's so many breakdowns that are funny.
Yep. Now, we finished Revelation 11, go back to 13.
And
Where you left off?
It says, we start at 6 again. It says, and he opened his mouth in blasphemies against the Most High to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven.
Yeah, they crossed out the Lord, man, by putting Desiree Borgia, the so-called white man. That's blasphemy, man. That's blasphemy our Lord, man.
Yep.
And saying Jesus Christ. That's blasphemy the name.
Jehovah,
Yep.
Yahweh, all names that are not Yahweh
Yep.
and Yahweh Shai. That's
Right.
blaspheme against the name of the Lord. And you cannot call the Lord what you want to call him, man. Saying, oh yeah, the Lord, he knows my heart.
he knows my heart.
Yeah.
But then we tell you, well, no, that ain't his name. We tell you the real name, you still say that.
Right. See, and that's the scripture. When I was a child, I spoke as a child.
Yeah.
But when you became a man, you know what I'm saying?
You got told what the deal was, you became a man.
Put away childish things, man.
Right.
Calling the Lord Jesus and calling the Lord Yahweh, Jehovah, that's childish, man, if you know the truth, man.
Yeah,
Right.
you know it, yeah.
Right. Go ahead.
Hey, and part of that blasphemy is painting the angels white.
Yeah. They said the heavens.
And them that dwell in heaven.
Exactly. Like with the world power and fame, all them paintings, and they say, oh, this is heaven. It's all fucking Edomite, man. Little naked baby, naked woman,
Right.
wings. Man, these are angels in heaven. That's
Right.
blasphemy, man.
Right.
The angel ain't up in heaven just butt ass naked.
Right.
Just
Right.
no, man.
Right.
Hey, the angels look fierce, man. They're
Look at
fierce
this.
countenance, man.
What's that?
You know?
Yeah, that's the spirit. This is what the angel really looks like, man.
That's right.
Go ahead. They ain't next. Go ahead.
And actually, this is they opened the book in Psalm.
Okay, get that, and then get the other one where the angel came down.
This is First Maccabees 3:48, and laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images.
Right? And so this wasn't the first time they did it. The Renaissance period wasn't the first time they did iconoclasm. They did it back during the Maccabee time, which really was the Judah Southern Kingdom still in the land of Israel. They were still doing that. That's when they started doing that.
Right.
And then they did it again in the Renaissance period. Iconoclasm, whitening it out. Got that? Got it? This is what the angel really looked like. For edification's sake, man. It ain't no damn naked Edomite baby up and woman and men up in heaven.
Right.
Right?
Ezekiel 1:3 says, the word of the Lord came expressly unto Ezekiel the prophet, the son of Ozee, in the land of the Chaldeans by the river Chebar, and the hand of the Lord was there upon him. And I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud, and a fire enfolded itself, and the brightness was about it. And out of the midst thereof was the color of amber, out of the midst of the fire. Also,
about the scripture of the chariot.
Yep. It says, also out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures, and this was their appearance. They had the likeness of a man, and every one had 4 faces.
And it's not talking about 4 actual faces, they're talking about the different attributes of the 4 faces, you know, the lion. We're talking about the go ahead.
It says, and every one had 4 faces, and every one had 4 wings, and their feet were straight, and the sole of their feet was like the sole of a calf's foot.
Yep, and the feet were straight. Talking about they got legs.
Yep.
They stand straight up like us. You know. Read it from the top of that that verse.
It says, and their feet were straight, and the sole of their feet was like the sole of a calf's foot.
Because they have them type of shoes on that look like a calf's foot. That's the type of interior they wear, you know, or royalty. We understand in the kingdom, but then when you watch ancient movies and you look at their footwear, they wear things like that. Where it'd be like the big toe would be separated from the rest of the toes. Yeah.
Yeah, the ninja was wearing that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it gives you some type of more of agility or makes you more swift as a warrior or something.
It does because Nike came out with these shoes called the Air Rip, I believe. Air Rip, kind of like flip one, but it had like 2 straps, but it had the toe separated from the rest of the foot.
Right, because your big toe is the toe that makes your foot balance. Yeah, you know. So that's what they're talking. We're gonna be wearing stuff like that, you know. In the kingdom, go ahead, Art. We gonna be having the fucking Jordans and shit, man. Jake walking around with Timbs in the kingdom and shit. Jay got pants under his garment and shit in the kingdom. Hell no. We're gonna have one solid, one fabric suit, you know.
Right.
Not a 5-piece suit, but like a suit, you know.
Right.
Go ahead, Art.
It says, also in the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures, as this was their appearance. they have the likeness of a man, and every one has 4 faces.
The likeness of a man represents intelligence. That's one thing that man have been given over all creatures of the planet Earth. That as far as the beast is concerned. What we have, because you gotta have a big ass rhino. You have a rhino, you have an elephant, you have creatures that's massive than us. But they don't have intelligence like this though. You know what I mean? You know? You can have a dog, that motherfucker chasing the hell out you, but run in the house and close the door.
Right.
And see what that dog can do more. You know? Right. Just by you simply opening the door and close that what, motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? You got intelligence over this animal.
Yeah.
Right? Go ahead, Doc.
It says, and their feet were straight, and the sole of their feet was like the sole of a calf's foot, and they sparkled like the color of burnished brass.
So I know they don't match no damn naked ass babies.
Right.
Them naked babies, they sure don't even got shoes on.
Nah.
Yep. They just baby. They got a diaper and an arrow, a baby arrow gun and shit. Shit.
I show you, he thought
In the cloud.
That fucking
pedophile and a
pedophile,
creep and a fucking creep and
What
a
made this nigga put babies? What made this nigga do that though?
Right.
That nigga perverse.
He's like, oh baby, yeah. You put that up there.
That's my heaven.
You put
That's my
100 up there. You put 100
That's
up
Esau's
there.
heaven, man.
Yeah,
Naked
naked babies
and shit.
everywhere.
It shows you the first one.
That's where that movie with baby balls come from. It's all gas, man.
Hey, it told you when Yahweh Shai, I believe when he died, that 2 young angels, 2 young men appeared, which were angels, you know? There wasn't no babies, man.
Yeah, babies come and shit, telling you what to do. That shit would look weird as fuck.
Yeah.
You got this baby talking to you and shit with feathers on his back.
Right.
Baby wings. Little baby wings and shit.
Get a 2-piece.
You know what I'm saying? Look like he belong on Valentine's Day. Get the fuck out of here. Go ahead,
It says, and they sparkled like the color of burnished brass.
And they brown. They
Same
brown.
color the Lord.
Yeah, same color.
Same description.
Yeah.
All right, it says, and they had the hands of a man under their wings.
They got hands like us, but they got wings.
Yep.
Go ahead, Doc.
It says,
What do you think that the movie
Constantine?
well, Michael the Archangel fell from heaven and shit?
Yeah, Constantine.
No, not Constantine too. That's another one. But I'm talking about the other one with Tyrese in it.
Legion?
Legion.
Yeah,
Legion.
Legion. Yeah.
Remember when he came down, Michael the Archangel came, well, the dude who was playing him, he came down and what the first thing he did? He cut his wings off.
Yeah.
He cut his fucking wings off, man. But that's where they get it from because the angels got wings like that.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Doc.
right, it says, and they, this is the 8th verse. Ezekiel,
Or another thing, the Ark of the Covenant. Between the 2 cherubim.
Right.
Angels with wings. You know? Go ahead, Doc.
back in Ezekiel 1:8, it says, and they had the hands of a man under their wings on their 4 sides, and they had 4, and they 4 had their faces and their wings were joined one to another. They turned not when they went every one straight forward.
Meaning the way they move, but keep going, bro.
It says, as for the likeness of their faces, they 4 had the face of a man, and the face of a lion.
And the lion represents courage, boldness and courage. That's exactly what the angels have. Remember the scripture said that they love to do the bidding of the Most High.
And take courage to do that.
Yeah. We got a lot of angels that have been doing the same thing for thousands of years. Whether it be to keep they control over the currents of the ocean. To keep the ocean current. They just been doing that since the earth began. Yeah. No problem. Like, I'm tired, boss. None of that. They love it, bro.
The 4 angels that hold back the wind.
Yeah,
They hold it back.
There you go, in the back.
That's their own job. And they're like, okay, let it go.
They don't get tired, they don't get bored, they don't nothing. The Most High didn't program them with them weaknesses, you know?
That's why Esau trying to create his own angel recruit. So,
Yeah.
not have feelings.
Yeah, to not have feelings and shit. That's
Where
that
do you think they get that from?
right.
They get that from most
From the scriptures. That's that movie Gemini Man.
Yep.
The movie Gemini Man, he was trying to create another Will Smith. The character that he played, he was trying to create another one of him with no feelings.
And the character that was playing was getting older.
He was getting older.
So I mean, he ain't gonna have that. He ain't gonna be in your prime no more. He ain't gonna have that. You know. So he wanted to create somebody that had Will Smith in his prime, minus the film,
Minus
and
all
all
that.
that stuff.
And when he get older, he won't crack
He
into
don't have
like, I've been killing too much. I've been
conscience.
you know,
Yeah,
I'm ready to
conscience.
retire. You know.
Yep.
That nigga had multiple of them. That nigga crazy.
Yeah. They had to throw all of them though.
No? Hey, don't be surprised you you know, that day comes, somebody walk up on you, look just like you and shit. Motherfucker look just like you, ready to get down and shit. One of Esau's creations and shit. You got spiritual power and shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck you up. You ain't me. Shit. Go ahead.
As for the likeness of their faces, the four had the face of a man and the face of a lion on the right side, and they four had the face of an ox.
And the ox represents strength.
Yep. I remember now. I'm talking about.
You remember now? Yeah. Ox represents strength. That's why ox is used in the agricultural field.
Yep.
Especially dealing with windowing. You tie two strings to a board with spikes at the end, and you separate the wheat from the chaff, and you use the ox to pull it.
Right.
That motherfucker just eating and walking and shit, eating and walking, stronger than the motherfucker. Nothing in him.
Yeah, he
He's muscle. That's why they make killing off a cow, because they got so many fucking muscles. They chop them motherfuckers up. I was watching Rocky. He was socking them. Them fucking them cow carcasses. You know what I'm saying? Making a killing off with all them carcasses up in there. You know? So go ahead.
Right, it says, as for the likeness of their faces, they had four like the face of a man and the face of a lion. On the right side, they four had the face of an ox. On the left side, they four also had the face of an eagle.
And the eagle represents to be able to fly and swiftness. Because the angels can fly.
That show you the lightning.
Yeah.
That's how fast they
Yeah, and they swift too. They quick than a motherfucker. And Second Maccabees 3? Yeah. That's funny.
And this is the account of the angels when they helped the southern kingdom ward off the Greeks.
Under Onias
So
the
this
third.
is Second Maccabees 3:25. For there appeared unto them a horse with a terrible rider upon him, and adorned.
terrible.
Yeah.
I ain't no little baby like out here like what it do? Like nah. Come here with us. They come down here like fucking mini me from Opti Power like you know nah. Come down here with an austere look.
Yeah.
He's like, oh shit, dude. You see that? You like, oh, this ain't no game right here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
With a terrible rider upon him, and adorned with a very fair covering. And he
was
ran
covering dope.
He didn't say he was naked, he was covered.
covered up.
Right.
Covered
a
was
diaper.
looking like,
Fair
where
covering.
the fuck this nigga come from?
And he ran fiercely and smote at Heliodorus with his forefeet. And it seemed that he that sat upon the horse had a complete harness of gold.
He basically
complete.
Oh no. I was gonna. But go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Now I was gonna say he smote him with his forefeet. He basically gave him a what is that kick called? The wrestling?
bicycle
You just stick
kick?
Nah, you just stick your leg up. What's that?
This is Spartan kick.
Yeah, Spartan kick.
Yeah.
On top of the horse.
He was like, it's called a wrestling, yeah, like that. But he ran on him though. It said
Well,
he
he was on
ran
the horse all the
fiercely.
time though. He knew I was on the horse, so he was like,
Wow. The boot, that's what it is, the boot.
yeah, the boot,
Yeah.
the boot.
Yeah, on the boot.
Verse
Big
20
show foot.
Verse 26. Moreover, two other young men appeared before him.
Go back to the heart of the go.
Come. It says, and smote at Heliodorus with his forefeet, and it seemed that he that sat upon the horse had complete harness of gold.
I mean, he was decked out with a heart of the gold, man. Not only was he covered, he had gold.
Yeah,
So that killed all that nakedness.
right. I know, right?
Verse 26, moreover, 2 other young men appeared before him, notable in strength, excellent in beauty, and comely in apparel.
So they were very beautiful and handsome looking.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Rightly putting it forth, man. These angels are not, they're handsome. They're comely.
Yeah.
You know, they got nice skin complexion.
Yeah.
They got nice melanated,
Yeah.
you know,
no
color.
fucking flaws.
Yeah.
No fucking my ear. This one is a little small.
Yeah, no blemish.
Right.
You know what I'm
None
saying?
of that. No blemish, no deformity. It was
Nothing.
perfect.
No rashes. No nothing.
Yeah.
Who stood by him on either side and scourged him continually and gave him many sore stripes.
That mean they was just whooping his ass on the floor.
Side by side, man, he was going back and
Fucking
forth.
him up and shit.
You were like, ugh.
Imagine that, bro. Angels whoop your ass, man. You can't just think of some nigga jump you in the hood and they just.
Right.
Nah, man, them motherfuckers, angels, they know all fucking martial arts. We got like 15, bro. It's kind of, well, we got 10 now.
Okay.
Are you serious?
No, because remember how we got to, we gonna end quick.
This is Revelations 13, I'm starting 7. It says, and it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. And power was given him over all kindred and tongues and nations.
And that goes back to Revelation 17.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, slavery too. You know.
Yeah, go back to Revelation 17. So we already read about the harlot, the whore. Oh, we started yeah, start at verse read 5 again. Okay. And then yeah. You already broke it down, but we can read through it again.
This is Revelation 17 and 5. It says, and upon her forehead was the name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth.
See, we already broke all that down. America is that mystery, Babylon the Great. Now you know who Babylon the Great is, and that whore that did it from the beast, America. Go ahead.
And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of martyrs of Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, that talks about the Israelites who jumped down to 7.
And the angel said unto me, wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman.
Now
And-
we're going to the mystery of the woman. That did it on the beast. Go ahead.
and of the beast that carried her,
Yep.
which had the 7 heads and 10 horns.
That's the NATO and the EU. And the woman is America. Go ahead.
The beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit.
See? So we read in what was that? We read in Revelation 18, right? About the bottomless pit. This and then the daily room being healed again. So Esau came back into power from the bottomless pit. There's what? Let Luke for a little season. But right now he's letting Luke for a little season to deceive the nation. That's what he's doing right now. Go ahead.
It says, and go into perdition.
Right, and he's going to destruction. Right? There's still here in Thessalonians, it says that man, a sin being revealed with the thought of perdition. Go ahead. We're talking about Esau. Go ahead.
And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world.
Yep. So now we're going to down. Where you left off at? Okay, go to 9.
Verse 9. And here is the mind which hath wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains.
We're talking about government. 7 head, 7 mountains, the phenomenon. Talking about government. Go ahead.
On which the woman sitteth.
And so the woman, America, controls the government. Right? Gonna tell you later on that they have ruled with 1 hour with the beast. Go ahead.
And there are 7 kings
we're talking about the presidents of those nations, like France, Germany, the UK, Germany. I already mentioned Germany,
Greeks,
Spain,
Romans,
and Greeks.
Germania Major, Germania Minor.
Yep, right here.
It says, and there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen, and 1 is.
So those that have the power, right? They don't have no power no more. Go ahead. And you gotta remember, all these countries they don't have that top power no more. These heads, they don't have that top power no more. That's why that 5 is and no more.
Right, because the Greeks, they're part of the clay, of the miry iron, the toes of iron and miry clay. The Greeks is part of the clay because they're dealing with bad economic issues. They just one of the weaker nations. Pigs. Yeah.
It says, and 1 is, and the other is not yet come.
Right, and I was talking about America having Kenya, right? And because of the little horn.
Yeah, because it wasn't there yet. Established
The
it.
one is, we're talking about the UK.
Right.
The one that haven't came yet, it was American. There's a little horn. They had to come out of America. Had to come out of UK, which didn't happen yet. But it already happened now. Go ahead.
And when he cometh,
At this time that John wrote it, as he seen the vision, it haven't happened yet. Even though he wrote it down.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
and when he cometh, he must continue a short space.
So Esau have a short faith right now. Cause he have a step down where he can rule and tell you Daniel. Go ahead.
And the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th, and is of the 7.
Right, he's the 8th. We're talking about America, he's of the 7th. Go ahead, we're from the UK. Go ahead.
And goeth into perdition.
Right. With destruction. Ultimately, America will be destroyed. Go ahead.
And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings.
And those are the 10 horns from the 7 heads. Now it's still all the 7 of the head. And then you got to throw in Ireland, you got to throw in there Belgium, Luxembourg, and Denmark. Go ahead.
Which have received.
Which pretty much adds 3 to the 7, which make it 10. Go ahead.
It says, which have received no kingdom as yet,
So they didn't see no kingdom. Go ahead.
but receive power as kings 1 hour with
And
the
that's
beast.
why now they have 1 hour with the beast. And after through the EU and the NATO, they're ruling 1 hour with the beast. With America still control. Go ahead. Now they're trying to break free from that. Why? Because it's about to tell you they're going to start hating the horde. Go ahead.
These have 1 mind, and shall
They have 1 mind. They have 1 alliance. They have that's why they form alliance, because they all have 1 mind. Because in order to have an alliance and an agreement, you have to be on 1 accord. Like Scripture says. Go ahead.
it says,
Because Scripture says can 2 walk together and let them be agreed. Now they're coming to a disagreement. Germany, they trying to fuck with America. America is pulling back out of all the treaties. But now it's disagreement for this to happen. Go ahead.
these have 1 mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast.
Right, and they gave their power and strength unto the beast by way of the Roman, the Treaty of Rome, the NATO treaty, the organization being formed. Right, go ahead.
These shall make war with the Lamb.
And the war with the Lamb talking about how shy, what it's talking about in Revelation
19,
huh?
19 and 11.
Revelation 14 or 15. They try to fight in heaven.
Oh, 13.
Yeah, 13.
Or 12.
Yeah, 12. 12. Go ahead. See how it's going in and out of history. Go ahead. So that's the prophecy that's going to soon happen. Right here, when World War III kicked off, and they're going to start making war with Yahushua and the angels.
Right, bro. John the Revelator scene, which the prophet Ezra is seen as well too. You mean second Ezra, the second
15.
13 chapter.
Yeah,
Right.
13.
Goes into what John is seeing right here.
Right. Go ahead.
These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. For he
Right,
is
so tell you scripture that y'all trying to end up winning, right? Because you go read Daniel chapter 2. Get that real quick. Go straight to the point. Two and fire clay. Part iron, part clay.
This is Daniel, verse 2, verse 35. Then was the iron and the clay and the brass and the silver. 34. Now thou sawest till that a stone was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon his feet that were of iron and clay, and brake them in pieces.
And toe where Daniel vision is death. Now we're at the time of the feet and the toe with the miry clay and part iron, which is the NATO, the EU, and America, because America is controlling all that. Yep. See? Right here. We're right here right now. Daniel 2, 32, 35. That's what we're reading right now. Yep. Go ahead.
35. Then
on the locket, the image, the stone, what I was here is talking about your house shot. Right? Did he tell you, he said he was trying to look around and see what mountain was carved out. He couldn't. So that's how big your house shot chip is. And he gonna tell that to destroy America off the face of the earth. Yeah.
Verse 35.
Along with the one former allies of America,
verse 35 was the iron, the clay, the brass, the silver, and the gold broken into pieces together and became like the shaft of the summer threshing floor.
Why is it the silver and the gold and brass? Because America still incorporate all the former empires. And to here, that's why it's called Babylon the Great. Even though it's the Roman Empire back again, but it still incorporate what the Greek had, what the Babylonian had, all here to get today. Because people celebrate Christmas, right? That's from the Babylonians. So it's Babylon the Great, but it had all this from the gold all into the iron is incorporated now into the iron and miry clay. That's why it's mission when y'all try to destroy the feet and clay, they can destroy everything else that America upholds of the former empire.
Hey, that's why John the Revelator called this place spiritually Sodom and Egypt.
Yep, because all the past, and that's proved that once they destroyed, those things not going to come back no more. Right? Because the kingdom of heaven, they're not going to have all those different philosophies. We're not going to be doing stuff of the past empire. Back there, and let's look at that.
It says, for he is Lord of lords and King of kings, and they that are with him are called chosen and faithful.
And that's going to be the elect out of the church of Israel.
And he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore.
Now it's going back to 17, Revelation 17 verse 1. Yeah. Now it's going to where the water is talking about. Yeah.
Where the whore sitteth are people and multitudes and nations and tongues.
That's America's controlling the world by the way of the NATO and the EU and the UN.
And the 10 horns which I saw upon the beast, those such like these shall hate the whore.
Now we're gonna get to the point where the 10 horns, these 10 horns, Belgium, Denmark, France, Italy, Luxembourg, Netherlands, the Greece, Spain, Portugal, England, and Ireland, and Germany are gonna start to hate America. See? Go ahead.
And shall make her desolate.
And they're gonna shoot their missile onto America. And that could be the defining and the destruction of Babylon the Great. Go ahead.
And naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire.
And how they gonna eat?
Yeah, it don't matter if I right.
By way of fire. ICBM missile, thermonuclear missile, they're gonna destroy and wipe America off the face of the earth. So that was just a quick overview of America and the scriptures.
I don't know.
It being born, how it came about, a little history of what it did with the children of Israel, and the destruction of America. There's more in that?
It says, for the Most High has put in their hearts to fulfill his will.
So he can put, this all, at the end of the day, this all the doing of the Most High. He controlling this theater, this Turkey, right? They just, these presidents just waking up like, you know what? I'm gonna just not like America no more. No, the Most High working on the minds of these presidents and these different nations and start hating America. And he also work with Donald Trump.
What's up, girl? How you living? Hey, that's the girl that she be with Big John. Yeah, you funny, girl.
Oh yeah.
Light skin.
I don't think that was her. YouTube.
That's the Kool-Aid, the Kool-Aid chick.
That's her. That's
You
her.
talk about D Spring?
I don't know her name.
Yeah,
but
D Spring.
She got scared as hell when we called her.
That's her. That's her.
That's her. That's her.
He's funny as hell.
It says, and give their king slot, and to agree, and give their kingdoms unto the beast, until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled.
Right.
Phil, man. Don't talk to her. Phil.
One last one. Verse 18. And the woman which thou sawest is that great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth.
Yeah.
See? Now we're talking about America. You finna switch?
And this is the end of America. This is Revelations 18 to 21. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea,
That
saying,
great millstone is ultimately the mystery.
and thus
He
saying,
is talking about the people, right? He's talking about the water. The water that did it from the water.
saying,
The beat that came out of the water, the beat still came out of the midst of people, right?
saying, thus with violence shall that great city, Babylon, be thrown down and shall be found no more at all.
So America ain't gonna be found no more at all once it's destroyed by thermonuclear missiles. See? By 200 million missiles.
I go a little more. And the voice of the harpers and the musicians and the pipers and the trumpeters shall be heard no more at all in thee, and no craftsman of whatsoever craft he be shall be found any more in thee.
So no entertainment, no labor, or none of that can be found in America no more.
And the sound of the millstone shall be heard no more at all in thee, and the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee.
Talking about work.
Yeah, work and
Just
man,
that
come
confident
light out in
spirit.
this place, man.
Yeah, that
Cut
confident
the light.
spirit.
Yeah.
The Most High gonna take that confident spirit out
Right,
of
because you
America.
need light in order to see.
Yeah.
So, hey, you ain't got no light, you got discomfort.
It's gonna be a black ass desert.
And the voice of the bridegrooms and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in
Nobody can be
thee.
getting married no more. But it's gonna happen right before the missile drop. They tell you in Timothy as they knowing they were eating and drinking, same thing they can do now. Right?
For thy merchants were the great men of the earth.
Talk about the trade, you know, the shipping to the port. Go ahead.
For by thy sorceries were all nations deceived.
Right, because America is defeating nature by its witchcraft. Go ahead.
And in her was found the blood of the prophets and of the saints and of all that were slain upon the earth.
And hey, America killing Jake, man.
Yeah.
Israelite. So-called nigga Latino Native American. That's it, man.
Yeah.
That was edifying, you know, to the cocking out to the Holy Spirit, which we learned to break down from the elder apostle Great Millstone. Hey, that's it, man.
Yeah, come, bro. Yeah. Hey, I'm stepping in real quick. I got something to talk about, man. Brothers that tap in, tap out. Brothers that been on the sign, swap. So brothers get arms to rest a little bit. Keeping the spirit flowing, though, man. The spirit of the Lord. Whatever brothers want to come up, yeah, come up, brother. Whatever, It don't matter, man. If you feel like you ain't ready in a minute, come up. Oh, okay. You want to come up? Come on. It don't really matter who come up to me. It don't matter. All right, man. We finna get back into it, man. Brother Mahar went into the beast and everything. Broke it down for you, man. We literally dealing with history. That's why we're living out the prophetic history. We're living it out, and now we're explaining how this place came about. It don't just stop at what Esau explains in the school system. We explain to you how it came about, and then we back it up with scriptures. But man, I'm finna get into talking about the coming into this truth and how it ain't just a piece of cake. The truth ain't a piece of cake. The truth is not a fad. And if you believe that this truth is a fad or a trend or something that's just something to do, you will find out very soon that you're going to be molded. You're going to be leaving out of here with 8 demons. All right? Truth ain't nothing to play with. The Most High is not playing about saving his people out of America and destroying the Edomites. The Lord ain't playing about that, man. And that's something that we finna witness in the ones that call themselves taking the scriptures up, taking up the scriptures in their hand, and proclaiming their profession as being Yahweh Shemel Shai. You gotta stick to that, man. No matter whatever hits you, it don't fucking matter. No matter if you get bored, or you get to the point where things ain't, you gotta stick to it. And that's what this. Let's get Acts tonight. We're gonna start right at Acts 9:1. And that's just what it is, man. All right, you're gonna have soldiers, you're gonna have shit birds, like the brother Brock will explain. So let's get into it.
Acts. It's the book of Acts, chapter 9, verse 1. It says, and Saul, yet breathing out threatenings and slaughter against the disciples of the Lord, went unto the high priest.
Because remember, when you read in the book of Acts, this was like the truth being at its first time being flourishing. And at that time, you had what the wicked scribe and Pharisees set up their traditions, and that's how Israel was upholding the law of the Most High, by the traditions of the wicked scribe and Pharisees. That's what was going on. So when Yahushua came on the scene, the Lord, who the world ignorant called Jesus Christ, he started changing that up. And what surely enough happened? The people that was wholehearted for the wicked scribe and Pharisees, they was mad about that. They was ready to put you to fucking death. You was talking about the Lord Yahushua was the Savior. You know what I'm saying? They was ready to put you to death. And guess who was amongst the men? You had Paul that was amongst them. Before Paul, what was Paul's name before it was Paul? Y'all brothers know? Saul, yeah. Which Saul means desire, and Paul means small. You know? Because Paul became, the Most High put Paul down. He broke Paul down. You know what I'm saying? Because Paul, what he would read the verse again?
It says, and Saul, yet breathing out threatenings and slaughter against the disciples of the Lord.
Against the disciples of the Lord. Now, you're going to understand that coming to the truth, the world's going to be against you. All these people, us, D Springs. That's you right there, girl. Hey, you be getting down. You be getting down. Yeah, man, keep it, keep that talent going. Yeah? All right, girl, pretty. Good, huh?
Yeah, that's a spirit. I didn't even see her walking when I turned the camera.
It says, verse 2, it says, and desired of him letters.
Oh yeah, I was playing it before D Springs walked by. You're gonna find out the world is against you, man. And that ain't just like, oh, Tupac said it, so yeah. Man, hell no, man. You're gonna feel it emotionally. Or your mind, you gotta get your mind ready for that. Because then that's gonna encounter, you're gonna encounter things like your family turning on you. Now you're talking about your cousin, man. You're talking about your woman, certain brothers' kids, parents. Some brothers gotta deal with that. You know? And that's something serious, because there, you're gonna be sitting down, you're gonna be feeling it. You know what I mean? You're gonna be feeling it. Because you're gonna be feeling all alone, man. Why everybody, they treating me like this? Well, that's because the Spirit of the Lord is on you. All right? So that's something that you gotta start coming to understand, man. It ain't a joke. The truth ain't a joke. You really become government opposition. Every time I mean dinner and shit, I be thinking like, damn, these motherfuckers busting my door right now and just hand me off, man. And in their mind, they don't give a fuck about what I think. They don't care for it. They want to fuck me up, man. You know? So me knowing that, that's a fuck that. I got to get my faith up. Yeah. It is what it is. We're like the freedom fighters now. Yeah. It is what it is, shit. But to have that type of mind frame coming in the truth, thinking like, well, you know what I'm saying, I'm just going to do it for a little bit. I'm going to make sure that when I go to camp, I'm fresh as hell, my garment crispy than the motherfucker. Matter of fact, I'm going to switch garments every 2 weeks. You got certain guys out there, he got a new garment every fucking 2 weeks. Because he just want to look fly at camp, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker iron his garment every goddamn week and shit.
Want to be seen on camera.
Want to be seen on camera. And, he just ain't doing the right thing. So the seriousness of getting his truth You ain't paying attention to that. You more focused on things that don't fucking matter. Now let's bring it a little tighter. A little tighter. Let's go, Ox. So you gonna understand. Read it from the top again, Ox.
This is Acts chapter 9, verse 1. And Saul, yet breathing out threatenings and slaughter against the disciples of the Lord, went unto the high priest and desired of him letters to Damascus, to the synagogues, that if he found any of this way, whether they were men or women, he might bring them bound unto Jerusalem.
Now this time is gonna come again. We're talking about in an urban time, being under slavery America. All these people you see, right, all out here. At one point in time, they're gonna think you fucking nuts. They're gonna think you a murderer. They're gonna think you a fucking terrorist, man. And then your family, hey, what's the name? Is one of them Hebrew Israelites. What's the name? One of them Hebrew Israelites, right? Motherfuckers at your co-workers. Your co-workers at the job. I knew it was something weird about him.
Well, I knew he always looked mad.
He always seen there. That nigga crazy. Cause you know how Esau is. You know how Esau is with his social media, man. But when that takes effect, you gotta really consider that. That's gonna be heavy as hell on the men of the Lord, man. That's gonna be heavy as shit. And a lot of men, if you ain't paying attention or you ain't getting grounded, you gonna crack at that, man. You know, your boss call you, hey, I'm sorry, you can't, don't even come in to work today because you all over the news. You making our company look bad. You know?
That's all it takes. Esau blasts you on his media. That's all it takes. For these people's mind to be persuaded, man.
You think Esau gonna get you when you break it down? The beast? Yeah, the 7 heads is Rome, and you know what I'm saying? You go to Greece.
Oh no.
Oh no, he gonna get you at that point where a demon probably walked up to you and Lord gonna kill you. Lord had the whole world. You know what I'm saying?
Even older videos.
Old ass videos when you know what I'm saying? You didn't even have as much beard as you have. They're not even gonna see that though. They're not gonna see, damn, well that's an old ass video. They're not gonna give a fuck, man. They're gonna just see you out there doing that shit, and then it's gonna be a test against your faith.
I got this.
Let's go out.
This is St. Luke 6:22. It says, blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company.
That's right there. The script, the Most High said that's a blessing, but the world gonna see it as a curse. Like, nigga, this nigga get a shot. I'm cool off this nigga. If I be around this nigga, I'll probably go to jail with him. You know what I mean? I probably, shit, I ain't trying to be in that bad life with this dude.
There's this little dude and shit, one of my drummers and shit, his son and shit. I started telling him about the truth and stuff. That's exactly what he told me. He's like, I can't hang with you and shit because they gonna come and get me, man.
See?
Respect told me that.
Hey, but shit, how many men is ready to get took for the Lord? Of course nobody want to get took. Be realistic. We're talking about real life here. But that's what, it may happen. It may happen though. So you gotta be ready. And we teach brothers to get ready. Get ready, man. I don't give a fuck how old you are. 16? It's like, bro, let me, I'll get you. I don't care how fuck you are, man. You over 12, that mean you manly now.
That shit right? Free. You stay ready.
Yeah, you gotta get ready, you know? So it just, hey, bro, like I was explaining the other day, I gave up all my 20s for the Lord, not boasting or nothing. I don't care for the praise for it. Just for example. Every single day of my 20s was spent in the truth. And that's when you at your prime, and that's when you know what I'm saying, you trying to, yeah, I used to jerk and all that shit. I used to dance and shit. I gave that shit up for the Lord, man, every single day of my 20s, man. Because it's something more serious than fucking partying all day. Or having a bitch all day. You know? It's more deeper than that, man. Let's go on.
This is 22 again. St. Luke 6:22. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake.
And when they say they will reproach you, that means they're gonna talk shit. Yeah. And Jake is good at, hey, I'm talking about Jake could talk shit. Yeah. Some of the scoffers, I can't even lie. They be scoffing on that boy, I'll be crying like, damn, that was funny as hell. But they're gonna talk shit about you, man. I'm telling you, man. Shit that make you mad. You ever walk behind somebody that was talking shit about you, they didn't even know that you was walking up there? You're like, man, you're gonna be doing that, man. Because everybody gonna be saying stuff about you that's not true. And you can't have that womany ass, emotional ass spirit on you either. When somebody says something about you, then you gotta defend yourself all extra out. The fuck is that? The scripture said that Yahweh Shah went as a what? Before the shears.
Dumb.
As a sheep dumb before the shears. Being threatened, he reviled not. See? Because you're gonna have your faith stand up for you. You don't have to be on so no, I didn't say none of that. Get on, grab the mic from the news lady or some shit. I didn't say none of that. None of that's real. They lying. You're gonna have to just take it, man. You're gonna have to take it and wait for the deliverance of the Lord.
This is 23. It says, "Rejoice ye in that day, and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven. For in like manner did their fathers unto the prophets."
Bam! And this is a reoccurring thing.
Yeah.
It said your reward is great in heaven for staying through it, but in like manner did our forefathers do the same thing to us. The same niggas did the same thing to us in our prior lives. When we was the prophets back then, Lord willing, if we the men. Same niggas was grabbing us up. Y'all don't even know. A lot of y'all gonna be coming against us. Don't even know why. Just demons on you. Believing everything that the oppressor said about us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nigga ready to kill. What that nigga say he gonna do? What to daughter? Little girls? I'll kill that nigga right now. Nigga pulling his Glock back or some shit.
Yeah.
Dumbass nigga. You know? Let's go, all right?
This is St. John 16, starting at 1. It says, "These things have I spoken unto you, that you should not be offended.
Yeah.
They shall put you out of the synagogues."
See
Yea,
that right there? When the Lord was warning, before a lot of things that the apostles encountered, the Lord Yahweh Shah already told them. And he told them so that they won't be offended when it happens. Because when somebody's lying on you, what the fuck? That shit don't feel good, bro. It don't feel good. It's like, fuck, man. I just want this shit to go away. But we gonna have to deal with that, bro. Go ahead.
It says, "They shall put you out of the synagogues. Yea, the time cometh that whosoever killeth you will think that he doeth the Most High service."
Bam, and that dealing with Paul. Before he was Paul, he was called Saul. Dealing with Saul, that's what he thought he was doing. Read that part again.
It says, "They shall put you out of the synagogues. Yea, the time cometh that whosoever killeth you will think that he doeth the Most High service."
And that's what Saul, he thought he was killing the Lord's church, thought he was doing the Most High service. But that's what's gonna happen with these people out here. You're gonna have false witnesses testifying against you and fucking, say for instance, if you do go to court. You know, some brothers say if you is in court, standing before a jury and a judge and prosecutors and shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, false niggas that was paid and set up, niggas that just been butthurt over the internet that's been scoffing since 2007. Them niggas a poor nigga drive across motherfucking his whole state just to testify on you in court, man. Because the evil spirit is on him to do so.
Right.
And then he's adamant about it. Like a nigga like Vocab. He already did it. I forgot what situation it was, but the nigga was on the news talking, man. Like a fucking weenie. I forget what it was. Right. Oh yeah, was it right? What fucking Austin?
Yeah.
The shitty Austin. Imagine that nigga, you know, I know that nigga live in Arizona. So you out there testifying on the brothers in Arizona all in the fucking court.
Or they'll just bring him up.
You know he believes, you know how Vocab do. He believes this, he believes that. And expert witnesses, right? That was it, right?
It says, "And these things will they do unto you, because they have not known the Father nor me."
And that's why they're gonna do it, because they don't understand the truth, man. They don't know Yahweh, they don't know his son Yahweh Shai. They believe in Caesar Borgia, they believe in the so-called white man and all the little flunky ass religions that we do see this day. You know?
It says, "But these things have I told you, that when the time shall come, ye may remember that I told you of them.
And that's exactly what we're doing right now. We're doing the same thing the Lord did. Trying to get you ready. You know what I'm saying? Our job is to get other men ready. That's what we're doing. We ain't showing no, you don't see the foundations of the camps, the head brothers. They're not doing no fucking weird ass shit in front of the brothers, man. They show austerity and getting brothers ready. Get your mind ready, brothers. Get your mind ready. Get your mind ready. You know? It's like the scriptures say, we the prophets. We the seers. We see what's coming, man. We see it before it's coming, man. We serious about it. We trying to tell you, get your shit together. Like I said, a lot of the shit that we got to deal with in this fucking life is just extra, man. It's just extra. Every little thing you're dealing with outside, then the final test and what's to come is just fucking extra, man. Your punk ass job, your punk ass woman, and your punk ass kids, man. Just straight up.
And the scripture say count all things but done.
Yeah, count them all lost. Everything, man. The real thing is you need to be getting ready, because when it comes, it ain't gonna be, oh, let me rewind time, let me go back at least a year, and then let me restart over and get my mind. Shit, your mind gonna have to be ready as soon as it come, man.
Yep.
Most times the time waits for no man, you know?
It's 2nd Ezra 16 and 40.
Right.
Oh my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle.
Bam, that's what it is. Make ready to the battle. Look at Jake. Hey, Jake out here ain't ready.
Bro is an enemy of God. Remember that.
And you a demon. And you live with Satan. Go ahead, Ak. Let's go, Ak. Go ahead. And your daddy is too. Go ahead, Ak.
Oh my
So what?
people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle, and in those days and in those evils, be as pilgrims upon the earth.
And it said, be as pilgrim upon the earth. See that right there? You're going to be out your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Most likely going to push you out your comfort zone. It's going to be, see, oh, let me see if he really about me. Oh, shit, hey, he going to sleep outside for the next 3 days. Right? So, the Most High is going to push you out your comfort zone, because as the proverb go, a friend is not known in prosperity, man.
Yes.
And an enemy is not hid in adversity.
Yep.
When adversity comes, if you're an enemy, you will not be able to hide. You're gonna show that you a nigga.
Hey, especially
You know what I'm
when it
saying?
comes to that time where they start, blasting Hebrew Israelites, saying that we're enemy of the state.
Right.
That gonna make our family and close friends and be like, nah, I don't want to be associated with this person.
Yeah.
Because they can become our enemies too.
Yeah.
And then if we do try to ask for help, they could turn you in or something.
Hell yeah.
See? So that's gonna force you to be pilgrim.
That's
You ain't gonna be
gonna
able to rely on help from people that you know.
But you should already be separated from your so-called family, man.
Yeah,
Your
you should
biological family, man.
You should really have that little distance between you and your family on some serious shit. I'm sorry to say it hurts on. Hey man, that family man shit gonna get you dead, man.
Yeah, it is what it is, man.
It is what it is, man. I mean, I'm sorry to say, yeah, we a cold piece of work, but god damn it, what you do for the Lord is gonna cover it's gonna cover them. It's gonna cover them. That's how you gotta just think. You know what I'm saying? So it's always you got that little gap between you and your family, because you need to make sure that you 100% with the Lord. Yeah.
Luke 21:16. And you shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinsfolk and friends, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death.
Bam. And I know a lot of brethren out there got them family members that just don't leave you alone about the truth. Whether it be a dad, a mom.
Yeah.
A lot of brothers young getting kicked out and shit. Right? Getting kicked out because their mom just ain't having that shit.
Yeah,
Grandma ain't having that.
Share your own spot.
You know? A lot of brothers are dealing with, before they came to truth, they had the woman, the kids. They come in the truth and that woman she's opposition. You know? You're trying to either get her to come around, or she's sliding away. You see it. You seeing both. You seeing like wherever it's leaning towards, it's like, fuck, man. And that shit gonna hurt, bro.
Hey, bro, it's
Well, it's not, bro. It's gonna hurt, but it's gonna turn into a strength. It's gonna turn into a crazy ass strength that you never thought you had.
You shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but there shall not a hair of your head perish, and your patience possess ye your soul.
It's like that movie, if you've seen that movie Richard Pryor in, his name Brewster's Millions, right? And this guy, he had to spend $30 million in 1 month without nothing to show for it.
Okay.
But his inheritance after he did it, he was gonna get 300 million.
Okay.
Right? But he couldn't tell nobody what he was doing.
Okay.
And so everybody seen him, you know, spending money just wild. It's like, what's wrong with you, man? You're spending all that money. You got an inheritance and you spending it, but they didn't see the bigger picture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's the same thing with us, man. It's a big picture. You know what I'm saying? It's a bigger picture than what's on the surface of what you see about us.
Yeah, that's real, bro.
Yeah.
Let's go back to that.
I'm talking verse 17. And you shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but there shall not a hair of your head perish, and your patience possess ye your souls.
That's the part I want. And your patience possess your souls. The Most High said, look, when you start dealing with these emotions of having these people do all this crazy shit to you, possess your soul. Keep your wits about you, man. Understand? I told you this. Understand? I told you, keep your fucking mind together. Because, yeah, brother's going to be like scrambled fucking eggs when shit happened at first. But the man who's foundated and the man who's really about Yahweh Shemel Shai is the scripture's going to settle in. They're going to settle in smooth, too.
You know that word patience is talking about suffering.
Mm-hmm.
So your suffering, and through your suffering, that's where your soul is, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Getting tried.
Yeah.
This is Psalms 27 and 10. When my father and my mother forsake me, then Yahweh will take me up.
Read it again,
Psalms 27 and 10. When my father and my mother forsake me, then Yahweh shall take me up.
Mm-hmm.
Teach me thy ways, O Yahweh, and lead me in a plain path because of my enemies. Deliver me not over unto the will of my enemies, for false witnesses are risen up against me.
Is that not what we're talking about here? Yeah. You know, the enemy's coming.
But you got to understand that, you know, our enemies is more than just Esau. You even got family, you even got enemies amongst Israel, man. Yeah. Basically, anybody that ain't doing the will of Yahweh Shemel Shai, you got to consider them your enemy. Yeah. It's just like on the Matrix, when Neo took the Matrix. You know, he's walking by all the people and shit, and he was like, you know, most of these people, they ain't ready to be unplugged, and basically, at the end of the day, they'll fight to stay inside the system, man. And they'll even fight you, man.
Yeah. And it said your mother and father forsake you, and how to take you up. Because ultimately, the brotherhood and stuff is your real family. Yeah. That's why how Shai said, who's my mother and my father? He pointed at the disciples. Those are this is your mother and father and brother and sister. It's a brotherhood. So if your parents or anybody in your family forsake you, just know that you have a real family amongst the brotherhood. And we take care of each other, man, like a true family would.
You shouldn't be shocked though, man. Like me myself, I don't fuck with nobody other than the brothers in my women in my seats, man. That's just how I roll. You know, but you got other brothers that deal with their actual family, but you should expect it, man.
Yeah, it's expect. Hey, bro, I tell you, like me personally, I got that Southern Kingdom family. Like, them motherfuckers is just worried about them damn selves, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like when I come around, I don't even have to front in front of them. You know what I'm saying? I just tell their ass, you know, the Lord gonna fuck you up, right? You already talking about that. No, look, you know what I'm saying? But my family, I tell them all the time, you know, they think it's kind of funny. They believe it, but, you know, they just locked in their little worlds and shit. But they explain to me, I always say, man, what you gonna do when it comes? Shit, we gonna go on your cell phone though. We going to Mike's house, you know? We going to your house. They don't understand though. They don't understand it ain't gonna be just we going to your house. Hell no. The Most High said he gonna hide us. Right. We're gonna be hidden. We're gonna be like pilgrims.
And it's gonna be martial law and all that. You ain't gonna better go nowhere.
And then what about when I'm getting called a terrorist, or if that's the case?
They're gonna separate your face.
They're gonna be like, shit, I ain't going to know your house. You looking crazy.
And your face black all over the news and stuff.
Yeah.
Now imagine if you live with your parents, you come home from work, and you walk into your living room and they watch the news, and your face right there, man.
Yeah. Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Verse 13. I had fainted unless I had believed to see the goodness of Yahweh in the land of the living. Wait on Yahweh, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thy heart. wait, I say, on Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai.
So the Most High told us to wait. That's what it is, man. It's the weight game. I've been talking about that heavy lately. The weight game is something else, man. In the weight game, you got all type of obstacle courses ahead of you, you know?
The hardest part.
It's like, fuck, man, Lord, come back. Come on, man. I want to fucking deal with this next year, man. But let's go back to Acts.
I got some, this is St. John's 15:18. It says, if the world hated you, you know that it hated me before it hated you.
Damn, that's a good one. Knock the water for that one, bro. And that's another balance. You gotta always remember Yahweh Shai. You always gotta remember Yahweh Shai, man. A lot of times I tell myself, man, don't forget about Yahweh Shai, man. I know you get all the breakdowns, all the understanding the history and all that, but you always gotta be resorting back to Yahweh Shai, always giving him his credit, always making sure that you're putting him first, even in your thoughts on how you gathering up strength.
Right.
Because he's the blueprint. Remember, I did this first before you. That's what he's saying. I did this first before. When I did it, hey, bro, it's locked, but nobody was with me, you know? That's how Yahweh Shai is saying it to us.
And it was harder for him.
And it was harder. He was the first one talking about the truth. Right?
Hey, Paul said, consider Yahweh Shai, which doors such contradictions from sinners. You know?
See?
Opposition's going up against him. You
Hey,
know?
look what we have as being brethren in the truth. Now we have brethren amongst us doing this. So it's more of a comfort. Seeing that we ain't on such a high level as Yahweh Shai. It's more of a comfort. The Most High, like, well, I got a bunch of men going through the same shit. You know? You got no more? You got no more?
This is 19. It said the world, if you were of the world would love his own. But because you're not of the world, I have chosen you out of the world. Therefore, the world hated you.
Yeah, that's right there. The Most High chose us out of the world. So therefore, the world hate us.
That's right.
Like right now, these people, I asked them if they hate me, they'll tell me, no, I don't hate you. I love you. You know, but they really are sincerely saying that right now. Because they really don't understand what the hell, they don't understand shit. Right. You know, we ain't did nothing to them, they living their life, they don't even know us to hate us. But when Esau does that shit to us, when Esau use his goddamn snake fucking tongue and his snake media, then they're gonna be like, then they're gonna switch over. With the quickness, man. Yeah, that's how they gonna come at us like Popeye's chicken, you know? That was it right there. You got that point? Hey, bro, Salak, man, you had a scripture a minute ago. You still had it, or does it still fit? Yeah, go ahead.
Isaiah 59:15. Ye truth fell it, and he that departed from evil, making himself a prey.
Whoa, that's it. Hey, what is that, bro, again? Isaiah what?
59:15.
Read it again, Knock, read it again.
Yea, truth fell it, and he that departed from evil, making himself a prey.
And that's what it is. We all made ourselves a prey. Right now, we pray with angels around us to keep the fucking demons from getting us right now. Right. But it's gonna come to that point where the angels gonna have to step back and let the left hand side work their little their black magic to see if we're cracked. But the angel's still right there, like, okay, hold up. When the Most High say let him go, we're gonna stop it. Nope, can't do that part. You know? So yeah, man, we made ourselves a prey out here. Yep. You know? I mean, shit, man, I love the Lord, so that's why I do it, man. I want to make it, honestly want to make it. I'm not playing no fucking jokes about making it. Right. That's why I come out here every Saturday, right? That's why I study and go through fucking crazy shit. I go through some of the most craziest pains ever. I be thinking like, damn, Lord, you gonna torture me or some shit? Is that why I gotta go through this fucking severe ass tooth fucking pain that's got my whole fucking head swole? Or this last week rash? God damn, man, what the fuck kind of pain is it? Made me almost want to cry and shit. You know? But, Lord willing, whatever the Most High got in store for me, I just pray He keep me locked in. That's what it is, man. Keep me locked in. Whatever you got to go through, pray you can stay locked in. Even if you dying, you know? We already know how easy it is to be scared. It's easy to be scared. Just be scared. But it's harder to try and stay strong, like fuck that I ain't scared. It's more harder to build up that mentality. That takes doing it now. Why it ain't trouble. You You try to do it when it's trouble, shit, you gonna snap.
Right. The Lord building up that trauma.
Right.
You going through all these things. When that time comes, you gonna be like, fuck it.
Right.
It can't get no worse than this. You know what I'm saying? Like Paul said, he wanted to be with the Lord. So death, like when they was torturing the brethren, Antiochus and Ephesus, when they had the brethren and their mother, it's gonna be that scenario. They gonna
right.
be, hey man, we ready to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Woo, that's hot, bro. Let's go ahead.
It's Romans 8:35. Who shall separate us from the love of Yahushua? Shall tribulation, or distress, or persecution, or famine, or nakedness, or peril, or sword? As it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long.
And like the scripture said, who's gonna separate us from the love of Yahweh Shai? That don't just apply to every man that reads that, man. Alright? That's only gonna go for the men that's really ain't playing no games about learning the truth and understanding the Lord.
That's what applies to the men that's making the sacrifice to be under that.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's part of being under that umbrella of Yahushua, under the umbrella of the elect.
Right.
That ain't for any time different Christian that just pick up the Bible and decide that he loved Jesus.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And even Israelites. Man, find that he is real.
Right.
Got a lot of guys pick up the word and they not taking it serious, man. The fuck is wrong with you, man?
You got a lot of Jake that come to the conclusion that the Israelites, but for them, that's where it stops.
Yeah.
There ain't no works like so they fulfill that scripture where it says you can't just be a hearer of the word, you got to be a doer of the word also.
Right.
And a lot of our people that walk by and be like, hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. Those are just hearers of the word, man. They ain't really being followers of this word, man. It's making their bodies a living sacrifice and going through those righteous trials and tribulations. Man.
Yeah.
They ain't going through that, man. They just saying shalom and keeping it pushing and still being niggas, man.
Still being niggas. Don't understand shit.
Right. Being Israelites.
Once you start searching on your search engine, who are the Hebrew Israelites, you made yourself a fucking target, whether you were fucking in the truth or not.
Right.
Meaning that you came to know. You saw knowing is enough for this motherfucker. Kill him.
Yeah, like I say all the time, because Esau don't know who's all the elect. Yeah. So he like, look, shit, we're gonna kill as many as we can, or we're gonna chip as many of them as we can.
Just like with Herod and Pharaoh.
And that Esau's punk ass agenda is to exterminate what 5.2 or
We want to save 500 million.
90% of the population.
yeah, he wanted shit. What much more of a nigga that he just happened to ask on the search engine what is the Hebrew Israelites, and he's a Jake. Oh, that nigga, throw that nigga that number.
Right, because Esau's rights in his kingdom, not righteousness, but in his mind, he wants 300 to 500 million people. Tops.
Yeah.
He said he want to kill, I did the lesson on it, he want to kill like 380,000 people a year.
Woo! Fucking
You know?
devil, man.
That's annually. That's just off the top. They ain't even counting abortions, stillborns, people that just randomly die in car accidents and shit. Medication overdoses.
Niggas gonna pop that parties and shit.
You know?
Let's jump back to the Acts 9.
This is Acts 9, and I'll start at 2 again. It says, and desired of him letters to Damascus, to the synagogues, that if he found any of this way, whether they were men or women, he might bring them bound to Jerusalem.
So Paul was snatching Jake up that believed in the truth and was putting their ass in jail. And a lot of people was put to death. Because when you got brought to jail, you got put on blasphemy, trial of blasphemy, you got put straight to death. Even though you didn't blaspheme, the wicked scribe and Pharisee said you did.
Right.
And they killed you. So Paul was guilty of that. Go ahead, all right?
It says, and as he journeyed, he came near Damascus, and suddenly there shined round about him a light from heaven. And he fell to the earth, and heard a voice saying unto him, Saul, Saul, why persecutest thou me?
So what Saul was seeing was Yahweh Shai came down on him, man. And when Yahweh, he was on his horse on his way to Damascus. Can we get the map up? I can show where it's at. He was on his way to Damascus, which is going more towards like the tribe of the land of the Naphtali and everything of the sort. More north, the northern quarters. Then you can be able to zoom it in. You'll be able to see it further. By Syria. He was on his way, and a light shone on it. And that light was so fucking bright. The fuller's light. It's called a fuller's light. It was so bright it blinded his fucking ass. And he fell right off that horse, like you know, like how can I explain it? I know the police have them type of lights. They ever put that fucking highlight on you that be on the side of the car? It make you go like that. It make you go, oh shit.
High beams.
Yeah, high intensity light. That shit, that joint hit Paul and made his ass fall to the floor, meaning that was a representation of the Most High knocked Paul off his high horse. You know? Paul ass hit that fucking floor, and that's what happened to you when you carried the truth. You was on some high horse, man. You thought you was the man doing whatever you thought. Or you was in your own little way. You had your own shit figured out. You was gonna become a goddamn CEO at a goddamn juvenile fucking center. I don't know what the fuck you thought. You thought you was going to the NBA. Most High knocked you off your horse, man. And he can't. It showed you that it was in a dramatic fashion. That's how the Most High deal with this man in dramatic fashions, man. Let's go, right?
What he did to Jonah. Don't tell me that was dramatic.
Oh yeah, that was.
You don't think the Lord could have just had a prophet come and tell him and be like, hey man, I know I can't even tell you, woo.
Right.
Stop being against all about goddamn fish, man.
Yeah, the Most High could have put a spirit in Jonah. Just let's go. The Most High man to put a spirit. He put a spirit in Jonah and made his ass try to flee.
Hey, put a fish and swim his ass all the way back to Nineveh. Man, spit him out right there.
Got it right. He got one of the most craziest rides ever.
3 days though.
Yeah,
Spit him out. He like woke up like, what the fuck? I'm like, damn.
Yeah. Let's go, all right.
It says, verse 5, and he said, who art thou, Lord? And the Lord said, I am Yahushai, whom thou persecutest. It is hard for thee to kick against the pricks.
Which is a figure of speech, meaning you're going against something that, you're going against the truth, man. All right? Because I'm pretty sure in the back of Paul's mind, he know he was like, damn, what the fuck am I really doing, though?
Hey, but really, though, he did, because remember he said that he did it in complete ignorance.
Oh, yeah.
He did it with complete zeal that he was doing the right thing. So
Yeah.
he really thought that he was doing the right thing. It wasn't until Yahushua really opened up his mind and gave him the spirit to understand when he was like, oh, I'm fucking up.
Yeah, that's
but,
real,
but
bro.
again, but he thought that he was really doing the right thing. You know, hey, just like us, before we came into this truth, we thought we was really doing the right thing.
Right.
But it was all, I mean, of course, it was all out of fear, out of ignorance, but hey.
Yeah.
So that's why it's forgivable.
Yeah, right.
But once you know, and you do it after that, then that's your ass.
Oh yeah, you gotta understand that. Sure. You know the truth and you still doing some shit, you know, you done. Go ahead,
It says, verse 6, and he, trembling and astonished, said, Lord, what wilt thou have me to do? And the Lord said unto him, arise and go into the city, and it shall be told thee what thou must do. And the men which journeyed with him stood speechless, hearing a voice, but seeing no man.
But then everybody that was around, it wasn't for everybody. When he got knocked off his horse, it wasn't for everybody. It was only for a certain amount of people. All the rest of you people out here, the Lord ain't dealing with you. That's right. You know, the only thing the Lord got for you is death. That's all he got for you, man. So these men that was with Paul, they heard, they seen the light. They didn't hear the voice, but they heard something. Maybe some thunder. I'm pretty sure it was thunder. They heard thunder and shit. Like, what the fuck? But they didn't understand nothing. The Lord didn't have it for them. Only person that it was for was Paul right there. That's right. You know? Go ahead, Ike.
It says, and the men which journeyed with him stood speechless, hearing a voice, but seeing no man. And Saul arose from the earth, and when his eyes were opened, he saw no man. But they led him by the hand and brought him into Damascus.
So to reset him, you know, when that light hit him, it blinded him. It formed some type of scale over his eyes. You know? He became blind. He had to reset again, man. All right, go ahead, Ike.
It says, and he was 3 days without sight, and neither did eat nor drink.
The Lord humbled him.
He humbled him.
You gotta be guided around everywhere. That's humbling, man.
Yeah, bro.
You know, somebody gotta guide you just to take a shit.
You was once a man everybody was running from. Now you all fucked up. Can't even see.
And you're thinking about it. That's all you can think about.
And that's what it is with the Lord too, man. He pull you out of whatever you doing, and you just gotta deal with however it come at first, man. When you first come into truth, hey, a lot of shit hit you at first, man.
Yeah.
All right, a lot of shit. I was dealing with my woman's mother like crazy. It's crazy because the most I had, the 3 brothers I basically grew up with, of the same peers, we was all going through the same shit. Baby mother's mother. God damn, demons, man. You know what I'm saying? Won't let us see our kids. You know what I'm saying? Spreading rumors around us about the family, trying to get us beat up. Type of fucking shit, man. Kicked out early in the fucking morning. I was kicked out early in the fucking morning, man. Kicked the fuck out, man. Just like that, I woke up and I had nowhere to live after the morning because of my woman's baby mother. Which it is what it is. I don't even hate her like that, man. Whatever, man. You know. All right, but you know, it's just what I had to deal with at first. You know, I couldn't see my daughter and shit. I'm outside in the parking lot. That's the only way I can see my daughter and shit. Sleeping in the car, just to, you know, if I went to sleep with her at night. It is what it is, though. I don't care. It built me up. That's it. It built me up. I wouldn't take away none of it. You know, it gave me a strength that I didn't have before. Right? So a lot of brethren, you're going to get put in situations, though. You're going to get put in situations like that.
You gotta get used to being uncomfortable, man. You gotta be comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Right. It goes back to Paul getting knocked off his horse and then being blinded for 3 days. His ass was going through it. He's gonna go through it. You know?
Hey, by the sadness out of countenance, the heart is made stronger.
Yo, that's it right there. I mean, but it is, I mean, I don't say that to make brothers run away. Nah, man, embrace that shit. Come to learn, come to be strong. You see the brethren out there like the head brothers of all the different camps, you see how strong they are and stuff?
Yep.
They didn't just become strong and shit, man. Right. Nah, man, they went through things, and then when they teach the word, it's kind of just like, it's like they're breathing.
Right.
You know?
It's really about being partakers of Yahweh Shai sometimes. That's how I look at it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't look at, of course, being in the flesh, you look at it as like, man, fuck, it sucks, but really, it's a bigger picture behind it.
Yeah,
you know what
It's
I mean?
gonna lead to something.
That really means that you say that if the Lord don't chasten you, then He ain't dealing with you as a sinner. So that's really part of your proving ground for the Most High.
That's right.
That's really the Lord trying to upgrade you, really, at the end of the day.
Right. That's why I always say it's like a venture to me. It's an adventure. You know?
Scripture say enter ye in at the straight gate.
Right. When shit like that happen, you shouldn't be in the spirit of asking the Lord why. You should be asking the Lord, give me the strength to go through it and to see what's the purpose and why that happened for me to grow and to mature.
That's right, Art. That's right. Yep. Let's go back, Art.
This is verse 10. It says, and there was a certain disciple at Damascus named Ananias. And to him said the Lord in a vision, Ananias. And he said, behold, I am here, Lord. And the Lord said unto him, arise and go into the street, which is called Straight.
Now, that street is called Straight. Now, it ain't the same straight as entering into the straight gate. But for the simple fact that the street is called Straight, and it gives you that that thought like, damn, that's on point, man. Paul got knocked off Paul got knocked off the horse, and then Ananias had to go to a street called Straight.
I was gonna say that's spiritual. Like they ain't put there just for no reason. Yeah. That's a dot for you to connect. You know what I mean? To understand. Because even when Paul got knocked off that horse, he was blind, right? That had to be one of the trial of Paul's faith, man. After he got blinded and knocked off that horse, man, he had to have faith to listen to what Yahweh Shai told him and go and accomplish it. Yeah. But he's been like, fuck that. Send me back to where I came from. I gotta go talk to the scribes and the Pharisees. Nah, man.
Or he could,
right? The whole situation that he went through, being blind and going there, was straight. It was a world of difficulty for him, man.
Right. Hey, bro. Or he could have said this to the way the Lord came at him. He could have been like, oh hell no, you too much for me. He could have got offended. He could have got offended. Like, oh man, you blinded people, knocking people off horses and shit.
Can't eat.
I can't fuck with this dude. I don't give a fuck. But look, check that word straight out right there, bro. You can just say the Strongs. I don't really like
the Greek is ethos. It says straight, level, straightforward, upright, true, sincere.
He straightforward, upright, true, and sincere. Go to Psalms 101, 111, verse 1. Because that's of a real. Read it again, bro.
It says straightforward, upright, true, sincere.
That's how you gotta come. From that point, Paul was like, shit, I'm sincere as hell about this.
But he was always sincere.
But he always was.
You know?
He just transferred that energy to the right place.
This is sincerely wrong.
Psalms 111 and 1. Praise ye Yahweh. I will praise Yahweh with my whole heart in the assembly of the upright in the congregation.
That's right. I will praise Yahweh with my whole heart in the assembly of the congregation. That's where we at right now. We're in the midst of the congregation.
Right.
Praising the Most High with our whole heart, giving every inch of it. Every atom, every molecule, every little energy
Like re-signing the lease.
is going straight to the Lord. And that's what Paul had to do with that straight. Ananias had to go to a street called straight. Upright, sincere, straightforward. Go ahead out, read it. Is there more on that definition?
Straightway, immediately, forthwith.
And immediately and forthwith. Meaning that now is the time. Alright? And the time is sped up so much, it ain't like just a couple years back was slightly different.
Right.
You know? Now it's like you gotta get in, you gotta get while it's getting is good, man.
You gotta get it.
You know? The Most High is setting them pillars.
What verse you at, Op?
It's 11.
Okay. There's a point at 15. Solid point.
It says, and inquire in the house of Judah for one called Saul. I'll start over. It said, and the Lord said unto him, arise and go into the street which is called Straight, and inquire in the house of Judas for one called Saul of Tarsus. For behold, he prayed, and have seen a vision, a man named Ananias coming in, and putting his hand on him, that he might receive his sight. Then Ananias answered, Lord, I have heard by many of this man, how much evil he hath done to thy saints at Jerusalem. And he had authority from the chief priests to bind all that call on thy name.
Hey, so Ananias was like, hold up, Lord, damn, you sure you got this right? Man, the Lord got everything right.
Those men that was newly coming to the faith, they was ducking Paul. They heard Paul was coming in the city. They got their ass out of Dodge.
You know, Paul had to be a killer.
Paul was on that horse and shit.
Yeah. Got a whole platoon behind him.
They got an army behind him.
Crucial in the motherfucking in martial arts or whatever, you know?
Hey, today that would be considered a bounty hunter.
Yeah.
You know?
He was a bounty hunter, bro, for the saints of the Lord. You know? Knowing all the law, too. You got a quick one?
This is Isaiah 35:3. It says, strengthen ye the weak hands and confirm the feeble knees. Say to them that are of a fearful heart, be strong, fear not. Behold, your power will come with vengeance. Even the Most High with a recompense, he will come and save you.
Yeah, that's it right there.
That's what we're doing right now. We the brothers that's coming into the faith, they consider the weak, the feeble need. So what we doing, we giving you the scriptures, we giving you the examples of the scriptures. Like the brother was mentioning, Yahushua, he's the main example. But you have men like Job, you got men such as the apostles, Peter, John, James, so on and so forth. You got examples of the scriptures of man going through things, man going through hell, persecution. So we bringing this out for edification so that you brothers know that what you're going through is perfectly normal. It's not no strange thing. It's not it's not, you shouldn't look at it as something that's bizarre. You should know that, hey, this is the tradition. Being in the truth, it's to catch hell.
Hey, it's a tradition, right?
Yeah. That's a good, Corinthians
13. Thinking not strange. But where was we at, though?
verse 15. It says, but the Lord said unto him, go thy way, for he is a chosen vessel unto me.
And Paul and the Lord guy, he turned up on Ananias for a quick second. He said, look, man, go your way, man. He's a chosen vessel unto me. And that was the end of the conversation, man. You know? So what the Lord says, go, fuck us, man. And it's written there, all these things gonna happen to us. So you just gotta be strong in your mind. Go ahead, Doc.
It says, for he is a chosen vessel unto me to bear my name before the Gentiles and kings and the children of Israel. For I will show him how great things he must suffer for my name's sake.
Bam, and that was the main point I wanted out of that in the straight part. How many things you going to suffer for the name of Yahweh Shai's sake? Each brother got a certain amount of, just say if you put it in numbers, each brother got a certain amount of numbers that they got to show for the name of the Lord.
Right.
You know? Right. Everybody got their own measure that they got to show for the name of the Lord.
And that's a blessing, man.
Yeah.
Paul had a huge measure.
Yeah, Paul had to go through some crazy ass shit.
You gotta remember, Paul was taught, Yahweh Shai literally told Paul face to face. He told him that, man. Because Yahweh Shai was the one that told you, as he said, like he told Ananias, look, read that part again, what Yahweh Shai said to Ananias, what he's going to do with Paul. It says, remember when Paul had that, when he got stoned, he said, I knew a man once in the Lord that went up, he's talking about himself when he went into the spiritual world, and Yahweh Shai fulfilled this. Go ahead.
Yeah.
That's the 13. It says, then Ananias answered, Lord, I have heard by many of this man how much evil he hath done to thy saints at Jerusalem. And here he hath authority from the chief priests to bind all that call on thy name. But the Lord said unto him, go thy way, for he is a chosen vessel unto me to bear my name before the Gentiles and kings and the children of Israel. For I will show him how great things he must suffer for my name's sake. So the Lord had to show him that, man. Hey, and it happened. And that's why he went through all the things that he went through, man. That's why he was going all throughout these different cities, man. These different Thessalonica, Crete, Rome, and all these different places, suffering all type of hell for the name of Yahweh Bashem.
That's right, bro.
It's like you walking in a rainstorm, you're not gonna get wet.
Yeah.
You're gonna get wet. You can, if you got an umbrella, just water still hitting you from this side. That side.
And wind blowing the water this way. You know, that's a good fight song, man.
In a fight, you got to be willing to take a hit.
It's perseverance. I was watching the movie Rocky, and that's what he was explaining to that guy. Yeah. He was explaining, what was his name? Mickey. He was explaining to him that you got to get your nose broke a couple times. He was talking about how his nose got broke, how a dude had put a spike in his glove. He was sorry. He went through all that for that. But what it did was make him better in the boxing, you know?
And that's why Rocky was the type of fighter that he was.
Yeah.
He was just like his trainer.
Yeah.
Because Mick was a brawler type of fucking fighter.
Yeah,
that's what he told Rocky. You're a brawler. You gotta be who you
Knock
are.
his head off.
Yeah, you gotta take a whole lot of beating just to get the victory. But that's what he was willing to do.
Yeah.
Of course, he paid for it later in life in the movies, but hey, that's what he was, man.
Yep. You got something?
Yeah. Philippians 1, starting at 28. Right. Philippians 1 and 28. It says, and in nothing terrified by your adversaries, which is
nothing terrified by your adversaries. Whatever Esau could bring should not terrify you, man. Like back in 2012 when the NDAA Act came out, it was like, oh shit. But them things shouldn't terrify you. The NDAA Act is the National Authorized Defense National Defense Authorization Act, which make it where Esau doesn't have to put you on trial. He can just grab you up, no trial, and you entertain indefinitely.
Which is a violation of the so-called Bill of Rights.
Right.
Which you're allowed a speedy trial.
Yeah.
You know?
Habeas corpus.
Right.
So now he's stuck on the books that he can grab us up and we don't go to trial. You think that we gonna go to trial? Hell fucking no, man.
Hey, but some of us are. It's written in the scriptures.
Oh yeah,
some of us are gonna be brought to the synagogue and we're gonna say, word not what you're gonna say. I should give you a mouth. You know?
Yeah. I'm corrected on that one. You know. But some of us brothers is gonna get snatched up and not seen again and shit.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. Just like Yahweh Shai, man. Sometimes he held his peace. Other times it's like, hey, thou says.
Yeah.
That's what it is, man.
Yeah, that's right there, bro. Let's go.
It says, and in nothing terrified by your adversaries, which is to them an evident token of perdition.
Yep.
But to you of salvation.
And see what it is. What we talking about, us being out here, breaking down the scriptures is an evident, a seen destruction. Esau see his destruction.
But it's like the Lord is breaking it down. What's exactly going to happen, man? He's telling us, look, you are going to be grabbed up, but this is going to happen. And you got to have the faith behind it. So the Lord's already telling us exactly what's going to happen. So it's like, yeah, we're going to be in fear because we're in the spirit, but what is there really to fear?
Flesh.
Right, we already know what's going to happen. Right? We already know that when that happens to these particular men that are in the faith, they're going to come out victorious, man.
Yeah.
Regardless of the situation, they're going to make it out. They're going to come out victorious. They're going to get the victory. Brent just read it earlier. What's going to separate us from the love from Yahweh Shem Yahushua? Nothing. Nothing is, man.
Yeah. That's right.
The Lord gonna put a cold spirit on this man in those days. And the brothers that gotta go through that, the Lord gonna put a heavy spirit on them in that day, man.
Yeah. It's nothing for the Most High to do such.
You're gonna go out just like Stephen. You know?
But,
I'm gonna finish this and I got another one. It says, for unto you it is given in the behalf of Yahushua not only to believe on him, but also to suffer for his sake.
so that means you gotta have faith and works. That's what that's saying in other words. Faith without works is dead, right?
But we said earlier, and this is the thing that 2/3 of our people are not willing to submit to and to go through to receive salvation from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. They ain't willing to come out here and do this and to put their life on the line, to put their their family's life in jeopardy, and all these different other things, man, to be put on the red list. And that's why the Lord, when that day come, He ain't gonna defend them, Lord, they're gonna receive salvation, man.
Right,
You can't just come and just say you love the Lord and don't have no actions behind it, man. You gotta sacrifice, you gotta put yourself under the yoke of Yahweh Shem Yahushua and become His prisoner, man.
That's right, bro. That mean that your daily life, whether it be you by yourself, whether it be you got a woman and just y'all two, or whether it be you got a whole family, you gotta make time for the Lord. That's a part of sacrifice.
Yeah.
Or they got a quote too that says, anticipation is worse than death itself.
Oh yeah.
So that's what that is, that anticipation. When you see the guillotine, you see those torture instruments, the anticipation of going through, like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? But it's the actual reality of it is not worse than what's leading up to that point.
And that's what it defines as fear is in the book of Wisdom of Solomon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, that's why you gotta be like William Wallace, man. That's one of my favorite movies. Remember at the end, they had that nigga strapped on there? That old grimy ass yellow corn tooth executioner. That nigga was pulling back all the torture shits all slow, like, ooh. Whoa! trying to shake his face so he can confess, man. Showing them one by one. Then he showed him that last one, that chopped the balls off. He saved that one for last, man. But he just was like, just soldiered through, because he was hoping that by showing him that he was gonna break it, just be like, I confess, but it didn't happen. And like I said all the time, Esau gonna be doing the same shit. He gonna have you in that room. He gonna have all this little torture methods. He's gonna be picking up the knife and shit.
Yeah.
Slicing apples and shit, like showing y'all shark fins and shit. You know what I mean? Or he might bring in some average Joe in there and put him through it right in front of you, try to break your spirit, man.
Yeah, remember on the Passion of Christ when they was getting ready to whip fucking Caesar, the dude picked up the things that pulled the skin off and he hit the table. And he pulled a chunk of wood off the table, like, you know what I'm saying, in front of the Lord and shit. If it's doing that to wood, nigga, of course that's gonna do that to my flesh.
Right.
Motherfucker. That's why the Lord gonna come back, man. Man, watch when the Lord come back what they did to Yahushua, man. You gonna get jacked up, man. And the funny thing is, the Negro, Latino, Native American, y'all wanted the Lord to get put on that cross. That was y'all. You goddamn dumbasses.
He said, yep, we sure did.
Oh. And that's why she burning too. You know? Niggas don't even know you walk around, love you, still peace store. No, you fucking don't. You was the same motherfucker yelling, crucify him. Mosai gonna jack 2/3 up. Mosai gonna jack you goddamn Edomites up. And you other nations, man. All y'all got an ass whooping coming. You know?
Alright, quote real quick, going back to persecution and stuff we're gonna face. This is the quote from the movie After Earth. Will Smith was talking to his son because his son was going through some shit. But basically the quote is, you must realize that fear is not real. It is a product of thoughts you create. It says, do not understand me. Do not misunderstand me. Danger is very real, but fear is a choice.
All right, that's a good one.
Hey, didn't y'all say I gave you that spirit of fear?
Yeah.
Sound mind?
Yeah. And that's how when dealing with Will Smith's son, when he finally understood the concept, he got his ass up and he kicked that monster's ass, man.
Because the creature was only able to detect him because the creature couldn't see him. He was only able to detect him through his fear.
See?
So after he got fucked up by that animal and through his prior experience, he didn't have no fear, man. And his pops gave him the clue on how he did it earlier in the movie.
Yeah.
that the pops gave it to him, man.
Yeah.
He was only detecting him through his fear.
Yep.
He finally in that moment he understood that.
Yep. Yep.
That's a bad movie, man.
That's
Yeah,
super hot.
that movie.
Super hot. Yeah, that's one of the top ones. That's
I had to buy that one.
Hey, they got another quote. They said there's nothing to fear but fear itself.
After.
Yeah.
Nothing to fear but the Lord,
That's the
man.
Lord. Yeah, the Lord. Yeah. Lord.
Hey, John said, fear is torment. He that feareth is not made perfect in love.
That's some real right there. You sure did, bro.
Yep. You love the Most High more than you fear whatever's in front of you.
Yeah. And I mean, shit. Then it goes back to it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Most High. I know, right? So you stand in front of E, or you want to be in the Most High's fucking path? Which one? Fuck that. Yeah, I'd rather have E.
Yeah, because Scripture said, fear not what man can do unto you.
Yeah.
He thought so much you can do.
Yeah.
You know, you can't kill your spirit though. You die, hey, you take it as a joy to be next to your whole child, man.
Show your faith. That's the time to show your faith.
Hey, but what the hell are you doing at home to build this mind up? When nobody ain't paying attention, when we leave Saturday, right, or whatever day you go out to camp, what the hell are you doing when you get home, man? Are you eating fucking goddamn Cheetos and fucking chilling all fucking day? On the fucking Xbox, on live and shit, playing people around the world all day? Week start. You only focus on getting your fucking work done at your damn job? What the fuck? Why ain't you getting your mind ready, man? As a matter of fact, you got these damn bitches to tend to, man. And they get spiffy at the end of the night when the demons come out. Motherfucker at the bar spending all his goddamn money up. Looking fucking stupid because you ain't fucking studying and getting your mind ready. And I ain't saying that, you just on the scriptures all 24/7. But are you fucking building your mind up? It takes time to build your mind up.
Right. You got to read, meditate, reflect on things.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta experience what you just read. A lot of cats gonna fucking leave Saturday camp, ain't doing shit during the week. And thinking to themselves that the Most High, the men of the Lord don't see you. We don't see you. I don't know what the fuck you doing in your week. I hope you're doing something right. But the Most High see your ass.
Hey, but you out during the week being super Hebrew and shit. Tell them motherfuckers what they should be doing, how they should be doing it. You ain't doing none of that.
You ain't doing shit. Or you you just want to teach a woman all day. You feel like that's how you exercise your spirit. You teaching this crusty ass woman don't understand shit you talking about. She just wants you to fucking hurry up and pop her, man. Quit talking and just. You know what I'm saying? She just like you because you sound smart. She don't even know why you smart. She can't explain it. You know, brothers is laughing, but I'm fucking serious, man. A lot of men are fucking doing that dumbass shit, man. What the fuck are you doing, bro?
Bitches trying to teach them this shit.
You know what I'm saying? Apostle Rakah, his cuss brothers out over that shit. You know, I personally gave up that social media life years ago when we was told not to be on Facebook no more. And that was years ago. I'm talking about over 5. I ain't really got to that after that, man. You know? Shit, I don't understand how, my personal opinion, I don't understand how brothers do it, but hey, you do it, hey, kind.
Yeah, guys,
Brother got their whole fucking family, bro. You know what situation we in? Do you understand our situation? Why the hell are you on social media like freely like that? I would think that you should use a little bit more wisdom concerning social media. You know?
Hey, James said keep ourselves unspotted from the world. You know?
You know, like you can't just say, well, brother, sinning and shit, And that's why brothers do it, because you can't just say, well, brother, you're breaking the law. But brother, the other thing is, bro, you fucking using wisdom though.
Right.
A lot of brothers get on that social media, goddamn fucking 4 hours just passed. Now it's time for you to go to bed, you gotta go to work. But that day you didn't do nothing productive. Not just in a day, but you ain't do nothing productive 2 days in a fucking row. 3 days in a row just passed. You ain't did shit. Wondering why the fuck your mind is fucking with you. You wonder why your mind is fucking with you, bro. You have nothing to meditate on. Let's go to Sirach 33 real quick. Nothing to meditate on. You just dealing with, you mad at that bitch that did this to you at work. You mad at this motherfucker cut you off yesterday in the street. You have nothing to meditate on. You ain't got no scripture to meditate on. Because you ain't touched the scriptures you ain't touched the scriptures in like 3 days. 2 days. Let's go, all right? 33 and damn, my pocket over there. 33 to 24. Is that 24? Yeah. 24.
This is Sirach 33 and 24. It says the fodder and wand and the burdens are of the ass, and the bread correction, and the work of the servant.
Keep going, bro.
For thou set thy servant to labor, thou shalt find rest.
If you send your servant to labor, you're gonna find rest. That's what the Lord wants, man. He wants some rest, man. Right now, Yahweh Shah is waiting to come back. But he sent us to the labor while he up there doing what he got. What the scriptures say he doing right now for us? He preparing us a place. Hoping to come back down, which, you know, according to scripture is going to happen. Hoping to come back down and pick those people up. They was doing what they got to do so we could go to that place I just prepared.
We're going to come back to collect that money.
Right.
He gave us all, you know, the coins to exchange it and to double up on the Lord's money, man.
Right. Hey, Spark, what you going my battery back and collect?
This is 25 again. It says, if thou set thy servant to labor, thou shalt find rest. But if thou let him go idle, he shall seek liberty.
If you let him go idle, he's going to seek liberty. If you have a certain amount of idleness from the scriptures, you start sliding away. You start sliding away. You got a thing. You got a proverb amongst the Native Americans is what wolf are you going to feed? What wolf are you going to feed? Because there's the world deals, the Most High deal off duality. I mean, it's always one against another. That's it. It's one against another with everything. All right? So if you start being idle towards the truth, you start sliding away from the truth. If you're a basketball player and you stop going to practice, you start getting rusty.
Right. It'll show.
It'll show.
Right.
Same thing with the truth.
Right.
If you start being idle, you start seeking liberty.
Yep.
All right? You start sliding away from the truth. Right. So that's where the demons come in and fuck with you at. Yep. How do I know this, man? How do I know this? Because experience, man.
Right.
There's been times I slipped and shit I ain't read for a minute. Fuck, I'm tripping. That's why I've been going through these fucking little weird ass fucking phases, man.
Right.
Little weird ass phases of fucking just, I don't know what it was, man. It was just a damn demon or some shit.
Right.
Can't be scared to say you got a demon on you too, man.
Yeah.
You know, oh, I'm wicked because I said I got a demon. No, man, sometimes demons jump on you.
Right.
If you get sick, guess what? A demon jumped on you.
Right.
All right? You get some type of illness, a demon jumped on you.
Yep.
You know? You start sliding away from the scriptures, a demon is on you, having you do that shit.
Right.
You start sliding away from praying, a demon is on you, having you fucking do that shit. Distracting you with whatever it is.
Hey, that dude, wicked nigga Kendrick Lamar said that. Them demons got me, I ain't prayed in some weeks.
Yeah, he sure did.
You know?
You know? Let's go out.
This is 26. Sirach 33 and 26. A yoke and a collar do bow the neck. So are tortures and torments from the evil servant. This is 27. Send him to labor that he be not idle. For idleness teacheth much evil.
Idleness teacheth you evilness. Evil. We said before they got that saying in the world. Idleness is Satan's playground. You know? You in the truth, because when you're in the truth, now Satan is trying to break you from the truth.
Right.
So he only got one thing to do, break you from the truth.
Right.
So he's wholeheartedly on that.
Right.
In idleness, he see you being idle, you ain't really doing too much spiritually to keep you to keep your confidence, your faith strong. He gonna play off of that.
Right.
He gonna play off of it. That type of shit. You know, this badass bitch fucking with you and you think, oh, the Lord is good. You know? There ain't nothing but Satan keeping you from what he had already started. You just noticed you ain't been doing shit for a couple of days and then it turned into weeks. You You know what I'm saying? It turned into a couple weeks. Then that bad bitch came along. He trying to extend it to a month.
Hey, because Satan, you know what I mean? The Satan realized that he can't fuck with you personally. He'll do it to somebody else, man.
Oh yeah.
Like the brother said, do one of these hoes or something.
Yeah.
Or any other type of way that he can get in there, man.
Yeah.
You gotta remember, he don't take no break. He always work. He always
To and fro, right?
trying to work these angles so he can get in there, man.
He always to and fro in the earth. Walking ye up and down in it.
Hey, that's why in Sirach 2 it says, "Be not confident in a plain way."
Yeah.
You
Woo! Shit, that's solid. Be not confident in a plain way.
You know, and that reminds me of that movie.
What, Creed? Which one?
No, that movie. Fallen.
Okay.
Denzel Washington and the Zazel. Remember, after the Satan, when he tried to shake his hand inside the prison, he realized that Denzel personally was strong. So what he started doing, he started watching him. Everywhere he went, he started watching him. And then he started going into people around him, his nephew, his brother. So he started using different people in his life to get him to do things so that he can get into him. Right. And that's why towards the end of the movie, he was able to get into him eventually. And when he started smoking a cigarette and shit, because through all that other shit, he killed his brother. You know what I mean? He saw him enter into his nephew. He entered into his nephew's friend. He made the other people. He made him shoot that one guy. Yeah. So he couldn't get into him. So he was following him, breaking down by using other entities to break him. So eventually he was able to get into him, man. See? And that's how Satan operates, man. He always working, man. That movie, that demon was watching Denzel everywhere he went.
That shit was
like,
crazy.
It would show Denzel going to work, and like whenever it showed the demon perspective, it was always like a blurry,
like a blurry, like
feeling,
an oval camera.
Right. He was always watching, seeing who was around, who he was with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was fisheye view.
Yeah, and that's how Satan works, man. So whoever made that movie, that motherfucker knows some shit.
Oh yeah, he knows some shit.
You know what I mean?
He knows some shit. He know how them demons work.
Right, so that shows you that these directors didn't know about the scriptures, man.
Yeah. He know how them demons work. Yeah. You don't think that ain't just some made up concept?
Right. He didn't just sit down one day and be like, oh, that would be fucking cool. Nah, man. These motherfuckers be knowing, man.
You know them demons that touch demon and shit.
Hey, on Agent of Chill, the last season, it went into I think it was the same name. It was the lady named Isdale.
Zazel?
Zazel, something like that. But she was able to go into a different body and then have them do and people get. So like she wanted to catch them, she kept them out from body to body to body
to get over there. See, that's Zazel right there.
I got something.
Let's go.
This is 1 Peter 5:8. It says, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour."
And it said, "Be sober, be vigilant." Don't mean you can't drink. When it says to be sober, you know, you can drink, but it's talking about being sober spiritually. Right. Meaning you always on top of your fucking mind, and you always on top of your surroundings. You understand you in this truth, and you gotta walk a certain way. You gotta roll in the spirit, yeah.
You know, for me, before I get in the car, I sit in the car for about 10 minutes before I even start the car, because you want to be spiritually sound out here, because these people are just demonic as fuck out here, man. Driving around, cutting you off, you know, flipping you off, and just like, God damn, I'm trying to go where you're going.
Yeah, right.
You know, we're really living in some hell of times, man.
Let a demon on the freeway see you doing some dumbass shit. He'll cause you to fuck up.
Yeah.
Now you gotta pay his extra money for your car fucked up and shit. Yeah. Insurance rates go higher. That demon's laughing, got his ass, making his heart, his trail harder, making his walk a little harder. You know.
I got this is back in Sirach 33 and 27.
Hey, it said, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, is a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking who he may devour." All right, and even that drink, there's a certain moderation with the drink. All right, some brothers that get to the point they drink so goddamn much they're not even reading. They're not doing nothing. They're not doing videos or whatever. If you're in the steed of doing videos, you ain't doing videos. You fucking drinking all goddamn day. You know, waking up and drink first thing is a shot. That's some weird shit. I don't understand it, but hey, you know what I'm saying?
alcoholic. He's trying to shake that demon, but you ain't doing nothing with the hands in that demon. Right. You know what I'm saying? Nigga was like, this how we start this morning?
You up there sweating at 11 o'clock in the morning, you ain't doing nothing but walking around a fucking house. You sweating like a motherfucker because you drinking. All of your kids' face slurring your fucking words. Kids look embarrassed and shit. Let's go, Art.
Back at Sirach 33 and 27.
Hey, just don't do that shit. Snap out that shit. If you want some weak shit like that, you know, the best thing to do is to pray. Fast. Get the fuck out that spirit, man. This is some serious things we dealing with here, man.
We're dealing with that flesh and blood, the principality.
Yeah, I know, right? I don't know. I gotta count my money, bro. I'm pretty broke.
But 33 and Sirach 33 and 27 says, send him to labor that he be not idle, for idleness teacheth much evil. 28 says, set him to work as if fit for him. If he be not obedient, put no more heavy fetters. This is 29.
Hey, read it again for the top. My fault, bro. My mind wasn't there.
Okay, this is 28. It says, set to work as to fit for him.
That's why one thing we tell brothers is stay busy. You gotta stay occupied. You gotta stay busy. You gotta have your mind on something, man. Even if it's something that's laborious. Even that laborious thing is keeping your mind, keep it going. Keeping it going. A daily routine, a daily pattern about things and of the sort, man.
That teaches discipline.
Teaches discipline. It just keeps you waiting on the Lord too. But if you really ain't got too much to do and you just sitting around and shit, man. Like we all, hey, I love referencing Mr. Kim because that nigga was a great example. That nigga started talking about did King David's rod really came out. You know, that's how idle the nigga was. The nigga was so idle that it's a story that talk about King David danced in the when they brought back the Ark of the Covenant. The nigga was so idle, he was going deep and King David's rod really came out when he danced. What the fuck is that doing for anybody? What is that doing? He was that idle. He got so idle, he started saying, he came up to all the brothers in the fucking parking lot and it said, the Most High is not a Judite. Right? A bunch of idle ass questions, man. Then to the point where the nigga, he battled in his mind and said, if he's King David. All right? But it was an idle ass nigga that did not want to do nothing. He didn't want to work. He didn't want to take care of it. This nigga had more kids than all of us, man. And he was younger than us. Nigga, when he came into camp, he already had like 2 kids. I'm like, damn, bro. He was younger than me and shit. I'm like, fuck. He didn't even want to take care of the fucking family by getting work and shit, man. What kind of fucking nigga is that? You think the Lord want a nigga like that? You can't take care of your family, nigga. How you gonna take care of the brothers? You know, but that idleness, that's what he do, sit around all day. The nigga didn't even want to buy internet, man. This nigga thought he was the reading king. I remember we got on the council with this nigga, me and Dawda got on the council because Dawda let me know. And the brother Dawda was like, man, I feel weird on my spot. I just want to address it to him. I just want you to be witness. And the nigga used, well, he used on Dawda, the nigga used, well, bro, you know, you told me that the way that everybody grew up in the truth is different. That don't mean that nigga don't get internet. Nigga, that's where the truth is at. You know? Everybody, and the way I do it, I don't really think I need internet. I just want to read all day. Nigga, what the fuck? What are you talking about? And now you coming up with these wayward ass thoughts and questions. Because you ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Brothers got patterns of waking up. They may do something spiritual first. Brothers hit the work first. And then after work, they get the spiritual. They got to hit the gym. Rest a little bit. Got to deal with the family a little bit. And do it all over again. Where do it leave a space for idleness? There's nothing there. There's nothing there. There's no fucking, no other shit that you just deal throughout your day. And then next thing you know, the day is over. But if you just fucking sitting up all fucking day.
You read all these scriptures that you can't never apply the experience to. Right. But you can quote it though.
You can quote the hell out of it. You can act like you break down. You can break down the scriptures better than the next brother over.
But then when you put in those situations, you fail miserably and shit.
Fail miserably and shit, man. You know?
And then when you fail miserably, you don't even learn from it. You don't even grow. You just get more fucked. Yeah, you get worse.
Fucking just a weakling. Just a weakling walking on the earth, man.
Been through 5 different camps.
Now the nigga been through a shitload of camps. Shows you where that nigga was at. You know? But any brothers got any last ones? Let's grab one more last one. I'll be found if what is that, Isaiah? I'll be found of him that it's funny. You ain't got nothing, bro? Nah. Got something? You got one. Got one? Yeah, I was going to end at least one.
Yeah. Yes. This is Isaiah 55:11.
Okay.
It says, "So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it."
That's right. So the Most High word is going to accomplish whether you in the good light of it or not.
Right.
Still going to happen. So the best thing for us, brother, to do is just take this thing serious. That's it.
Right.
Just don't fuck around with it, man. I don't give a fuck how old you are, motherfucker. Don't play around with the truth. Do what you have to do spiritually and deal with your everyday life, man.
Right.
You're going to have your days and shit going bad. You're going to have your days, but the Most High hook you up.
Right.
But it is what it is with this thing, man. You just got to be serious about it and keep moving forward. You know, correct your slip, correct. You know what I'm saying? Continue to show brotherly love and continue to reverence the Most High how he wants to be reverenced and not how you think he should be reverenced.
Right.
So yeah, man, with that, we're going to close out and say, Barak Yahweh,
Barak Yahweh,
Barak Yahweh,
Barak Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Barak Yahweh,
Barak Yahweh,
Barak Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Barak Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Barak Yahweh.
Shalom, Makim Stam, Shalom.
Shalom.